Hello, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube. My name is Mr. Maxwell, and welcome back to another side quest about video games, where we're going to be talking about basically the Summer Games Fest today.
Mostly, yeah.
With extra on my part. Yeah, pretty much. A quick thing before we move on to the Summer Games Fest very quickly, because there's just a lot of stuff to go through, because we've got the Summer Games Fest, we've got the Xbox Showcase, and we've got the Ubisoft Forward.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about the Capcom one, but it was just a rehash of things that we had already seen.
I mean, to be honest, the theme of this Summer Game Fest so far is, if you are a fan of Dino Crisis or Splinter Cell, you're very disappointed.
Yeah, pretty much. That's fine. Anyway, moving on. Very quickly, EA don't put NFTs into your sports games. Those gamers don't know what they're doing, and you are deliberately targeting them. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't be dicks. All right, there we go. That's my forward on the thing.
Despite the fact that I love how they're trying to not call them.
They're
NFTs.
not calling it NFTs, aye.
They're not NFTs. They are NFTs. They are literally NFTs. You fucking idiots.
Okay, so we basically when was it? It was the 8th of June.
Yeah, it was the Thursday.
Yeah, it was Thursday. Yeah.
8th of June was the Summer Games Fest.
Was the 8th of June. So the Summer Games Fest.
Opening ceremony.
Yeah, the opening live stream. With our good friend Jeff.
Jeff, yeah.
Good friend Jeff.
Also, I love how some people calling it not E3.
Yes, not E3. So we had the basic first off. We had the new Prince of Persia game.
Yes.
Which they did everything in their power not to say Metroidvania.
Yes, which makes me it boggles.
Which is what
my
it kind of looks like.
It is. That's what it is. It's because they also showed it in the Ubisoft event and a little bit more detail, and it is a Metroidvania. That's what it is. You literally go across the place, bouncing around different parts, getting new abilities, and those new abilities unlock new ways of going to new places in the same area.
I feel like they're doing the same thing again, though, Ubisoft, where they've got a game with a certain title and they're not doing the thing that's in the title.
Yes, because you're not the prince.
Because you're not the Prince of Persia.
No, you're one.
Actually, he's not in the game. You're looking for the Prince of Persia.
Yes, you're looking at the prince. The prince has apparently been kidnapped.
Well, he's gone missing.
He's gone missing, potentially kidnapped, and you are one of the immortals. To which I literally go on, as my little historian nerd goes. He looks nothing like an immortal. Why does he have something that makes him stand out? That's not the point. Anyway,
I'm gonna stand out and say that I didn't actually like the look of this game. In all honesty,
the art styles.
I don't like the art style.
Yeah. It's Ubisoft. I think because it's Ubisoft, you've got the thing with, especially with Ubisoft and Prince of Persia, you have like the high def PS3 games or PS2 games. Sands of Time.
Yeah, PS2.
Which were high def for its time, and then they had the PS3 and Xbox 360. The reboot.
The second reboot of which was awful.
I know, but it went for that very bold, colourful character design.
Did it not go for a much more realistic look?
No, that was the Sands of Time.
No.
Yeah, because it was Sands of Time, and then the sequel to that was
Warrior Within.
Warrior Within, which was the really dark, gritty.
Yeah. And then there was the Two Thrones. Yeah, maybe. But I remember them really going. I'm sure it was the PS3 one that they're trying to go
ultra realistic,
much more realistic.
There was, I think there were. See, I'm going off memory here. Because
Warrior Within and Two Thrones went with that God of War look.
Yeah, but it was very dark, gringy, very brown.
Yeah, which was God of War at the time.
Yeah.
That's what they went with. They followed the trend, and
Ubisoft
being Ubisoft followed the trend.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty sure the PS3 one and the Xbox 360 one, that was the...
I think they went for an ultra-realistic one that didn't get released, but I could be mistaken. I don't know. Anyway, the style just doesn't seem to fall...
This one looks looks like they've just watched the Spider-Man animation movie and just figured that that's the art style we'll go with. To me, that's what it looks like.
Except not done a very good job of it.
No.
If that's what they've actually gone for. I can see how some people will like it and some people won't, but...
See that there? That's the PS3 one.
Yeah, that's Sands of Time.
Yeah, the PS3
Yeah,
one.
but there was a remaster for the Sands of Time, which was on the PS4.
Okay.
There was a remaster.
I'm confused. There's so many freaking...
Ubisoft just keep
reboots.
rebooting blooming Prince of Persia, and it's like, for the love of God, stop it.
Yeah, just like...
You can't mess
Anyway,
with it.
moving on. We actually got to see some gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1
Yes.
after that.
It answered some of your questions.
It did. It did indeed. I mean, I still have questions of like, are there only cameo characters? So they can only be cameos?
There are some cameo characters who at the moment, only cameo characters, like Sonya, Jax, and a couple
Yeah,
of
they're
others.
they're all the ones that are like based on the Mortal Kombat 1 game, aren't they? Like the
The
first
original.
one.
The original 1991, I think, question mark.
Yeah. The first Mortal Kombat game. Yeah.
You know,
they're
the one that
the old costumes.
the one that got put in front of the United States Congress.
Yeah.
That Mortal Kombat. They've got costumes based on that Kano as well. They do have some playable characters that can be used as both. But at the moment, there are some cameo characters that aren't.
I like the fact that Kenshin was in there.
Yes!
Kenshin was there. That was
He
me.
was.
You know, I was like, yeah, Kenshin, my man.
Yes, it's weird. Like, they've done a reboot of a reboot, but continued the timeline.
Yeah.
Which is... I'm going to
very
say weird, but it seems to...
It's
it
interesting.
seems to be done really well. Like, they have put thought into this.
Yeah.
Like, last Mortal Kombat was clearly like, okay, so we've gone batshit crazy with the storyline right now. We are at the limit. We can't go any further. So what we're going to do is we're going to loop it all back to the beginning, but make it as a continuation of that story. Because now Liu Kang is the god of...
I like the idea that, like, Liu Kang's now the god, and it looks like Raiden's going to be...
Yeah, Raiden is still a thing. I think it seems to be a play on, like, no matter what you do to like a universe, like the multiverse theory, blah 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 shit, where they're like, these people will still be in this, but they be slightly different because different events.
Yeah. We know they've announced that Jean-Claude Van Damme's playing Johnny Cage.
Yeah, Johnny Cage. So one of the other changes they did, Ed Boon showed up, confirmed, was Scorpion and Sub-Zero are actually brothers in this timeline.
Yeah.
Which is going to be weird, because I've got a feeling that's going to be Bihan.
Yeah, so... Actually, no, that's a good question. Which one is Scorpion?
Which Sub-Zero?
Which Sub-Zero and who's Scorpion?
Yeah.
Is it... Because Bihan's the one that becomes Noob Saibot.
Yes.
And what's the current... What's his name?
What was the old now, last new?
What was the other one? What was the other Sub-Zero called? What was his name?
God knows.
Because they were Chinese, I believe. Sub-Zero was Chinese, and Scorpion is Japanese.
Yeah, but it was...
Because Scorpion... What was the fuck was Scorpion's real name?
I can't remember.
I'm losing myself.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
It's been a while since we dived into the lore.
Yeah, but yeah, that's new. We saw Goro.
Goro,
at least a cameo character. We did see.
He looks good.
He looks alright. I do hope that everybody that's a cameo character
eventually becomes an actual
character. I'm just a little bit worried that it's going to be like the monetization.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty bad.
Because for me, I'm like, well, hold on, you're making me pay for Sonya, but Sonya's
You've already got the model in there.
The game.
You've already got the model in there.
Yeah.
You've got some moves, but
yeah. Look, it is what it is. It looks good. I do actually like Scorpion's new look.
Yeah.
And Sub-Zero
They
new look.
have put Shang Tsung behind a pre-order paywall, which is bullshit.
They did that with the last one as well.
Yeah, I know, but Shang Tsung is going to be the antagonist in this one.
Well,
Like, he's going to be the
yeah, but they did that with Shao Kahn, didn't they?
That is true.
9?
Yeah, they did.
So this isn't the first time that they've done it.
No. I just wish they'd stop.
Yeah, I know.
I understand that they have to do something to make a pre-order now
Worth it.
because pre-orders back in the day, for you young whippersnappers, what pre-orders actually were was for you to actually guarantee you could get the physical game on the day of release.
Yeah, like Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid, the SmackDown games, we used to pre-order those and have to be there first.
I mean, granted, this was way back when so like,
this is before the days of Amazon.
Your game, this was before Amazon, and like you had one game shop in the entire town.
Yeah. Or it wasn't called game; it was called Electronic Boutique.
Yeah, it was called Electronic Boutique, and he only had one.
We are.
And they only had a limited number of these.
Yes, we
games.
are old. Congratulations.
Oh my god!
For putting those two together.
Yeah, it looks good. Like I said, I like
fun. I'm looking forward to seeing the insane combos like the pro.
Oh, that was the other thing they showed off. They showed off like the double fatalities.
Oh god, yeah, that looked cool.
Like you could do team up fatalities.
Double fatalities.
Because we saw the Sub-Zero Scorpion kind of one. We only saw like it very quickly, but it was definitely somebody got frozen and Scorpion flung his
spear, his harpoon,
his thing through the guy's chest and pulled the heart out. But yeah, it looked like I'm liking that. I like the whole.
I'm looking forward to seeing like the pro scene just go absolutely insane with like.
Yes, I'm actually looking forward to the pro scene's going to be really fun. Evo is going to be fun.
It's going to be literally just ridiculous shit coming. Like some of the stuff that was happening in Evo for Mortal Kombat was ridiculous anyway. Now you've got these like extra combo chaining cameos now.
Yeah,
and it's like, God, this is just going to be insane.
But yeah, Mortal Kombat 1 looks really good. Oh, we got a release date as well, didn't we? 18th of July. No, that's a different one. It is 19th of September.
Yeah, September
is coming out in September.
September is a month that is coming to kill your wallet, by the way.
Yeah, there's a lot of games coming out in September. After that, we had... oh, God, that cough has just murdered my throat, and I don't know why. I've had a really bad day today. Right? I was at work and I don't know what I did, but like I was walking and I pulled a muscle in my leg as I was walking. So all day, you know, when your leg just like is just stiff. Yeah. My leg's been stiff all day. It's just like, it just doesn't work. It's not. But anyway, moving on. After Mortal Kombat, we had a look at Path of Exile 2. It looks exactly what you would think it looks like.
It's Path of Exile.
It's Path of Exile. I'm actually waiting for this because I'm going to wait till this comes out. And then I'm going to actually start playing it. Actually, because I did play a little bit of Path of Exile 1.
It is information overload.
And then it got announced that once Path of Exile 2 comes out, you're still going to be able to have Path of Exile 1 and you're going to be able to just play through the whole thing.
Yeah,
so
Path of Exile 1 into 2. Yeah, and I'm like,
I just stopped and I was like, okay.
Dear God, that's so much content.
There's a lot of content. So we'll go through that. That comes out. We got a release date for that as well. That is actually 18th of July.
Mm-hmm.
That's that one. After that, we got the Exo Primal
Street Fighter crossover.
Yes, with the Mech Ryu skin.
Which
it looks cool.
It looks cool. I'll be honest. And the Guile.
The Guile looks cool.
They look cool, but just like weird.
Yeah, but this game.
Oh yeah, this game is switch off your brain. Have fun.
No. This is the game that Capcom like haven't made in like God knows how many years. Because you got to remember, like Capcom always like they had Street Fighter and they had Resident Evil, right? Yeah. But they always had weird games.
Yes.
Right, and they haven't made any weird games in quite a long time.
And this is
like it's just been building and building and building and building, and then they're like, we've got to put it somewhere. We're going to put all this weird into something.
So let's put a dinosaur horde shooter set in the future, which involves time travel.
Yes. And then let's put some Street Fighter characters as mechs in there.
Yeah. Can't make it any weirder. I contraire. You probably could.
Oh yeah, it's going to get weirder.
There is going to be a Mega Man mech.
Oh,
I can guarantee.
Yes, there will be.
There will be at least one Mega Man mech. Exo Primal got a bit more details in the Capcom. They showed off a little bit of the like co-op.
Basically,
story mode.
yeah, the co-op story mode, and they showed a bit of like the end game stuff.
Yeah.
So like the
Neosaurus
Rex.
Yeah, Neosaurus Rex.
And stuff like that. So they showed off a fair bit of the end game. I'm actually looking forward to this. It actually looks fun. I'm a little bit worried about the PvP. I don't want forced PvP. I hate games that do that.
They did announce that after the last beta that you were going to be able to turn that off.
Yes,
which
is
you
what I
can
will
just
do.
have PvE.
Yeah, I will be doing that. But yeah, it's just more for Exo Primal. It's just more of the same.
Yeah,
not much.
Not much.
Actually, just speaking about the Capcom thing very quickly, right? They had Dragon's Dogma at the end, right? And they showed the exact same trailer that they showed at the PlayStation.
Yes,
they actually didn't show anything new.
Nothing new. They just talked about the fact that it's going to be single. It's
back to single player.
There's no player, no co-op, and I'm like, oh.
But you do get to have free pawns.
Yeah, you got to have free pawns. But I'm like, could you not like give us the option?
I think it would be cool, like if like the co-op is like whoever's hosting the game is the player.
Yeah,
and then the other if you've got friends, they are the pawns.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah, it is.
But Exo Primo, it looks fun. Like I say, it looks like the type of game that you just switch your brain off and just dumb fun.
Yeah,
and from what I've heard from people who played the beta, it is that.
Oh, that and they announced the second beta.
Yes, which is
I think it's July.
Yeah, it's either July or not. It's not that far away.
It's either the end of this month or it's like the beginning of July.
After Exo Primal was Witchfire.
No, actually it wasn't.
Was it not?
No, it was Nicolas Cage.
Oh yes, that's not news though. Like I've known this for at least 2 to 3 weeks. I've known this is not new.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they showed this. Right? I mean, granted, they had Nicolas Cage on stage and he was really fun.
He was Nicolas Cage.
He was Nicolas Cage. But it was a case, how sometimes you get people come on these sort of things and you can clearly tell they're reading from a script or saying things that they think the audience wants them to hear.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage has actually done his homework. He knows what Dead by Daylight is and what it's about and the fan base and all that. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, Nicolas! Like, why do you just put yourself in such shit movies?
The thing is, right, I think if Nicolas Cage was in good movies, I don't think I'd like him as much, though.
True.
I think that's the thing.
True.
I think I like the fact that he's in all these bad movies.
Yeah.
He's just that actor that you just kind of like...
And he commits 100% to everything.
Yeah, he goes to it. He hams it up. It's great.
It's amazing.
I like Nick. Well, no. I don't. But no, I respect.
We respect Nicolas Cage.
I don't think he's a great actor. If I'm honest. After that was which was something that I found very strange.
The Witcher 3.
The Witcher 3. The Witcher Season 3. Trailer was on. I don't know why that was on there, but
then was Witchfire.
Then was Witchfire, which is it's basically I'm gonna say fantasy Destiny because that's what I kind of got. From the game, just from a gameplay point of view, it's
another one of those where it's like your hands do the magic like stuff and it fires off. So like your magic spells are actually guns.
I have actually seen like developer interviews for this game, and the whole idea is to be able to like you're going to be able to put magic into your guns.
Yeah.
So like you'll fire. You'll have a revolver that will fire. You can actually.
Yeah.
Fire balls. Fire bullets. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
it looks alright.
To be honest, if you had a fireball bullet as big as a fireball, it basically is a fireball.
Yeah, that's true. But it didn't really show me anything. I mean, they announced that it was going on to early access, which I think that's what this was really for.
Yeah.
Because it didn't really show anything that I hadn't seen before.
There wasn't any. Yeah, this is something that apart from like actual brand new games that were announced, these last few things like the Xbox, the Capcom, Ubisoft,
Didn't show a lot.
Summer's Game Fest. There wasn't much like for the games that were already announced. There wasn't much new.
No.
So it's kind of been a bit meh.
Oh, just because you mentioned new, this actually reminded me. Pragmata. This is from the Capcom showcase. Pragmata is a thing. They showed it.
It's just been delayed.
It's been delayed again.
So
it was meant to come out this year, but they did say sorry.
Yeah.
They actually said sorry. It was in the trailer.
The little girl made a little drawing, and she did a smart sad face.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, the little girl who's clearly an android is someone that we will protect with our lives, but still.
This is going to be like Pragmata is going to be another one of those. This is Capcom weird.
Yeah.
Capcom weird.
Yeah. But somehow has a serious undertone.
Yes. After that, we got basically the trailer for the PSVR 2 Crossfire
Zero Squad, which shows that you can have co-op.
Co-op, yep.
To which I go, so that's £1,000 I'm looking at there.
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong, VR is cool.
It's just expensive at the moment. Which is understandable given the tech.
Also, like, there are some people who just cannot do VR.
I'm one of them. Well, I think I'm one of them.
It depends. We'll have to test you out.
Yeah.
I am hoping to get a PS.
Well, if you do get a PS2 VR, I've got Village.
Yeah.
We can.
And Resident Evil 4 remake.
And Resident Evil 4 remake. I'll definitely do Resi 4. I'll definitely try and do that.
Try and parry the.
I'm just going to be trying to parry everything. Watch out! I'm just going to be like, oh, you coming at me, bro?
Bang.
Parry!
The thing is, though, like with the VR, you could parry and shoot at the same time, which is.
I know. Ugh.
So good.
So
anyway,
badass.
After Crossfire Zero Squad, it basically looks like your bog standard military shooter.
Which is fine.
Which is perfect fine. We had Revenant 2.
Yes, we had a release date for Revenant 2. To the 25th of July. So I'm very, very, very excited.
Yeah.
I really liked Revenant.
I've seen some people play like early builds of Revenant 2.
Yeah, I watched a couple of streamers.
A couple of streamers have done it. It does look like there's a cool concept that it has where when you're playing as co-op, it's only the host's story that progresses, and the reason that is that the host's world
is different.
Will be structured different to your players. So that's why they don't progress at the same time, which is a cool concept and gives a good reason to keep jumping into each other's worlds to keep progressing.
If you think about it, because it's every time, so you can get to the end and then you start again, like New Game Plus,
and everything's different,
and everything will be different. So it will give you constant, for at least for a little bit, replayability.
Yeah,
it sounds like the whole idea, also with the randomized story as well, that's what's got me. I'm like, well, how have you done that?
How's that going to work?
Yeah, but that's fine.
Anyway, I'm
really looking forward to this. I really liked Remnant 1. It was a really good game.
And after Revenant 2, we had something that, I'm actually pretty stoked for this. Anyone who wants 2D side-scrolling Sonic.
Aye.
Sonic Superstars, where you can be it's basically 2D Sonic, but they're up the graphics are now no longer pixel. I know there's stuff like Sonic 4 and other Sonic games that are 2D, but this seems to be like proper classic.
Yeah, this
Sonic.
one just seems to be like you said, like classic Sonic.
But just with
no other gimmicks other than get from point A to B.
Yeah.
As fast as you can.
Yeah. In the best route possible, and you can be Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy.
Yeah, and you can do 4-player.
Yeah, 4-player co-op. Well, that's insane.
That is going to be insane.
That is insane. Anyway, after Sonic Superstars, we had Honkai Star Rail. Confirmation of the PS5 release coming soon.
To be fair, we already knew. It's coming in Q4.
Q4, which is the end of the year.
It's basically we're either going to get in December or January. That's basically what
usually. Maybe November. but that's usually end of Q3. But anyway.
Possibly.
After Honkai Star Rail, because there's no point talking about, everyone knows what Honkai Star Rail is. It's basically Genshin, but Persona.
Yeah, pretty much.
We had Lies of P.
Yes.
Not only did they state that a demo had been released, which you've played.
Yes.
They
I'm
also
stuck on the first boss.
well, then it's clearly one of. Is it harsh but fair?
It's fair. The only reason why I'm dying is because I keep making the same mistake.
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to the way Dark Souls does things, where it's just one item, and in this one you've got two.
Yeah.
And you've got like 2 belts, and you need to go up or down to use either the top belt or the lower belt.
Yeah.
And I keep using the wrong belt.
The wrong belt.
And so, like, half the time I'm using the health, healing when I don't actually need it, so I'm wasting my healing.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time I'm dying, it's because of me. It's not because of the game, but me. It's good. It's got a really good aesthetic.
And it got a release date.
Yes.
September 19th. We said September's looking like a month that's coming to kill your wallet.
After Liza P, we got an announcement for a new game. This was like one of the few new games that got announced.
Yeah, that we didn't have any idea was coming.
Yeah, Sandland, Bandai Namco, and it's using the art of Akira Toriyama from the creator of Dragon Ball, obviously.
Yep, so instantly it
it's very recognizable. Now, I don't know. I don't think it is, but I'm not 100% sure because I've seen that people have said that it's based on earlier work by Akira Toriyama,
which
is possible, but I don't actually know. This is actually one of those things about manga that I don't actually know. That's a rare thing.
That is a rare thing now. Yeah.
But yeah, it looks. To be honest with you, for being an announcement trailer, we saw a lot of stuff for it.
Yeah, like you can have mechs, vehicles.
It's open worldy.
Open world.
My one disdain for it, and this is my one disdain for most open world games at the moment, is that we're in a desert again.
Yes.
I'm sick and tired of just being in desert, man.
Well, if it's actually based on a old manga
maybe
that's the setting of that manga, then it's understandable.
Yeah.
Following that, we had Throne
and Liberty, which basically it is a hold on. They were just announcing that you could sign up for the tech test. It's going to be an MMO that's coming out at some point.
Yes.
This is the new Amazon games.
I'll wait till it releases because Amazon's code at the moment it's a bit hit and miss. More missing with them and less hitting.
It's got a lot of hype.
Yeah, it's got a lot of hype, but so did
New World. New World had a lot of hype behind it.
Like Amazon can generate hype, it just can't hit the ball when it's pitched.
That's very true.
So we'll wait. I'm gonna wait for that to be released, but it's something to keep an eye on if you're into MMOs. After that was Warhaven.
Yeah, this was the basically the third person Chivalry.
Yes.
And it's by it's coming from Nexon, which they don't have a great track record.
No,
Nexon.
they do not. So
and they also have a very bad reputation of the monetizing how they monetize their games.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a worse reputation than Activision. Put it that way.
That's saying something.
That is saying something. They don't have the best of records.
So that is a buyer beware almost, but you know it's not out yet. Next up was Party Animals, which is
it's basically Gang Beasts.
Yeah, but animals.
But cute animals.
With cute adorable animals beating each other
I
up.
kind of want to get it.
I know. Looks like fun.
I want to beat my friends up while I'm a corgi.
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, unless there's a red panda in there, in which case I will be the red panda.
Yes. Following that was Dying Light 2.
No, there was. It was, wasn't it? But
yeah,
it wasn't really anything, but it was just... They were basically just saying that there's more DLC coming.
Yeah, there's more DLC
basically
coming for Dying Light 2.
They didn't actually say what it was, when it is. It was just a quick word from the developer. It was, 30 seconds?
Yeah, it wasn't long.
It wasn't very long. After that, we had the release date for Crash Team Rumble, which is going to be...
which I see no point for. Yeah, people who have actually played these games have gone, yeah, Crash Team Rumble is actually fun. But I look at it and go...
I'm waiting, because it's basically... I'm looking at this the same way I look at Crash Team Racing.
Yeah. How are you monetizing this?
Where's the monetization?
How much bullshit, because it's going to be Activision Blizzard.
Yeah. But the release date is the 20th of June, so end of the month.
Yeah, we'll find. It won't be long till we find out.
We then, after that, got, and this was probably for me, at least the Summer Games Fest. I'm trying to. Oh no, it's the next one. It's the next one that's the best thing.
This one was Alan Wake.
This one was Alan Wake 2, which we saw more gameplay of.
Yep. And got a release date.
And we got a release date, which I'm quite surprised actually.
October 17th.
Yeah, I'm actually quite surprised. It's a lot quicker. So we're gonna have to run through Alan Wake at some point.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yes, we know.
I might actually just stream Alan Wake. Just do it.
Yeah.
Go all the way through, and then when Alan Wake 2 comes out, just stream that. I get like 4 viewers on my streaming channel.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Me included.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hey, every viewer counts.
It does indeed.
This was the best announcement for me during the entire... at least for the opening show.
Space Marine
2. And basically gave us a release date.
Which is...
Oh, not a release date. It was basically saying it's arriving this winter. So it's going to be end of the year or beginning of the next one.
Just in time for Christmas.
That's fine. But the big announcement for this one was you're going to be able to play the campaign in free player co-op.
Oh no! Yes.
Which I am massively happy with.
Yes.
That's just fantastic.
Yes.
I may not like Space Marines,
but
being one is pretty damn cool.
Yes, being one is pretty.
If the first Space Marine game taught me anything,
being a Space
Marine is fucking cool.
pretty epic. And then being able to just storm through the entire campaign with 2 of your friends as Space Marines, is great. I'm just gonna ham it up all the way. It's like
the only question that now needs to be answered is right, because obviously player 1 is probably going to be Titus.
Yeah.
Right. So he's the named Ultramarine.
Yes.
The question is, are your friends named Ultramarines? Because if they're not, if they are not, they're going to die.
Yes, but I think they are, because in the first game there was the 3 named Ultramarines. There was
Titus
and the other 2
but one of them's in Boltgun. So he's off doing that.
Yeah, I know.
So,
But I'm just saying they probably will have names. They will be the plottest armoured of plot armour.
In Warhammer 40k.
Named Ultramarines.
In Warhammer 40k, nothing is more powerful. Nothing. God could come down himself and he wouldn't stand a chance against a named Ultramarine.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, there's nothing you can do. You're going to lose.
Yeah. It's the rules.
Yeah, that's how it goes. But yeah, I was just, that got me so hyped. Also, seeing the new gameplay that they showed off, the fact that he grabbed a leaping Tyranid from midair and just slammed him down.
Stomped on him. I was like, yes, this is what we want.
I was like, yes, I want to be able to do that.
This is what we want. We want more of this. Give me more. Following Space Marine 2 was Yes, Your Grace.
This looked like, you know that, there's like that Monarchy game, I think it's actually called Monarchy, where you get like 2 cards and you got to pick each one of...
Yeah.
Basically like that, but you've got animations and other stuff going away.
There's more detail and more nuance.
And a lot more choices to do. So a very heavily choice game.
Yeah, which I don't mind.
It looked alright.
Pretty good. Following that was Toxic Commando. I love the fact that there's a... is this the one I'm thinking of? Toxic Commando is the side-scrolling beat-em up, isn't it?
No,
that's something different.
Toxic Commando is the John Carpenter.
That's the one.
We didn't get like any gameplay. Well, no, actually we did.
We did. Yes.
We did. It looks like
basically Left 4
I'm thinking it's actually like
an open world Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's somebody wanted to make Left 4 Dead, right? Like a new Left 4 Dead tag game, but then saw Days Gone, and thought, well, what happens if we mash the 2?
Yeah.
Because it kind of looked like that.
It does. It's a first-person multiplayer, massive horde zombie shooter set in what looks like an open world.
Yeah.
I mean,
It could be fun.
we've been screaming for an actual, like, properly fun, decent, and not...
Not Back for Blood.
Yeah. It has so much potential, and yet
Yeah. Just didn't do great.
just didn't have... It was just missing something, which I don't know... The problem is that I don't know what it was missing. So maybe this game has it.
Yeah, maybe. Very 80s vibe, which of course it did, because it's John Carpenter.
Instantly also in full of Bon Jovi music.
Yeah.
So anyone streaming had to mute, otherwise the bat of DMCA would be coming down on their heads. Following that was Toxic Commando was Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, we got
the release date.
Yeah, we got the release date, which is the 31st of August, and the trailer mainly showed off another antagonist.
Yes.
We got to see.
Well, depending on how you play, he may be an antagonist or an ally.
Yeah, he might be an ally. We got to see Lord Enver Gortash, who is voiced by Jason Isaacs.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
Which is pretty cool. What else is there? I don't think this is the thing with Baldur's Gate, because obviously story is key. You don't want to give out too much per se. So I'm happy with not finding out anything else about Baldur's Gate now.
Yeah, well, hold on. When's it out?
It's not that long now. It's August.
Yes, I really don't think we're going to see much more. If we do find anything else, I don't think we're going to see anything else.
Following that was the release announcement, which I'm like, why could you not just tweet that out or put it at the end of the Sony PlayStation showcase? Why did you decide to...
Jeff would have done some deal.
Yeah, Jeff's done a deal for this, but I'm literally like, this is like a minute that you could have really just done something else with.
Well, we got to see proper
concept art of Venom, and confirmation it's not Eddie Brock, which I'm kind of a little sad about. But
no, I've already said what I think is going to happen.
Yeah.
I still believe Eddie Brock is going to be
in it some way,
and he is going to end up being Venom, possibly at the end, like after you've beaten the first Venom.
Yeah.
But it's going to be Harry.
Yeah. Also, it won't be the first time Insomniac have told a little fib to not,
Yeah.
But anyway, they announced the release date, which is October 20th. So it's avoiding the September month of death.
Yes.
Following that was a game called Palworld.
That was the Pokemon with guns.
Yes, and
I do not know how this is.
Nintendo's lawyers must be looking at that with much interest. And that's I'm going to leave it as. Like, there were some that will, like, how the fuck have you...
That looks exactly like a Pokemon.
Like, they look exactly like Pokemon. All you've done is change the colour. That's all you've done. It feels like... it might be...
It
does look fun.
It's also online. It's an online co-op-y game, so that could be fun.
It looks fun. It looks like it could be a blast. I'm just worried that Nintendo's army of lawyers is coming down on it very quickly. So watch this space. But if they don't, that's a game definitely to look forward to.
Oh, if it comes out, I'm probably going to get it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a Raichu with a shotgun.
Yes,
like I don't need much more.
Yeah,
I don't need anything else. Like how do you make Raichu better? You give him a trucker hat
and a
shotgun.
How do you make Charizard better? Easy. You just give him a flamethrower.
Yeah.
More fire.
Or a nuke.
Yeah, a nuke.
A rocket launcher.
After Palworld was Black Desert Online, the
new update.
The new update. I think it was
Land of the Morning Light.
Yeah, it was an expansion.
Yeah.
Which is very, I believe they said it was very Korean.
Well, it's a Korean game. It's this one's all to do with Korean
mythology,
folklore
and mythology, which is cool. I love seeing all different cultures' mythology because they're much more interesting than boring European Christian.
Then we had now. Look, I need to say this. Right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can we, as Lord of the Rings fans, can we not just have a game
that isn't shit?
That either isn't shit or just full of controversy. please?
No, apparently not.
Because like the next game is called Return to Moria,
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna lie,
it looked ugly.
it looked terrible. It
looked
looked
bad.
like Dragon Age, and as much as I like Dragon Age,
It wasn't a good looking
that game is ugly as
Origins,
sin.
by the way, not
two.
not two, not Inquisition. We're on about the very first Dragon.
The best Dragon Age.
Yeah.
I did not like the look of
I'll
this
be honest. I would not.
at all.
I'm trying to remember who the hell is making this one because I want to say it's the same people who did Golem. Which, if that's the case, please stop.
It doesn't say who.
Yeah, no, I missed the bit where it said who was making it.
Apparently, it's going to get released in autumn 2023, so
They've
very
got
soon. They don't have that long to sort it out.
no. That if that's soon, I'm kind of worried. I'm very worried. It's like, for the love
Can
of
we
God,
not just have a good game?
for the love of God, like we had Return of the.
This is the
Return
thing.
of
This is
King.
the thing. This is what I've got. Like my brain has now just basically said, no, we can't have good games anymore. We had Return of the King.
We had Return of the King, and we've got Lord of the Rings Online. Which, while not the greatest MMO of all time, it's still a decent MMO, and it's still going.
Yeah, it's I suppose. Apparently, there's going to be a new one.
Yes,
Amazon's doing a
by
new
Amazon. And as I've said before, that has to be at least better than the Rings of Power.
one.
And that's not a high bar.
After that, we got the Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, which is the mobile game.
Yes,
Now, I specifically remember
this being very chibi art.
this being one, very chibi art, and two, this Ever Crisis being the whole, like, so Final Fantasy VII,
All the way to...
so Crisis Core, 7, Advent Children, Dirge of Cerberus.
Yeah.
That was the idea, wasn't it? It was going to
Yeah.
be the whole
it
Final
was
Fantasy
going to
VII
be
story.
the entire story of the Final Fantasy VII timeline.
This was not that.
No.
This was definitely not that.
This seemed more like a gacha.
So have they changed it?
They might have done. I honestly don't know.
I'm so
I
confused.
honestly...
If they have, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed.
Yes. After... I don't think we got a release date for that, did we?
No, I don't think we did.
Anyway,
Oh, there's going to be a closed beta run
that was
between
it.
the 8th and the 28th of June, so it's on now.
it's... Yeah, with them saying closed beta, that's like, this is not a... This is a live service game.
Well, yeah, it's a mobile game.
Which is Square Enix have... They've done really well with those.
Yeah, I know.
Following that was Banishers.
Ghost of New Eden.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Banishers Ghost of New Eden?
Yep.
Yeah. Is that Capcom as well? Or was that was something that was shown more in more detail in the Xbox showcase?
No, it
can't
wasn't. It
remember.
wasn't shown on the Xbox showcase.
Anyway, there's a bit... it's an interesting... Oh, well, I'm trying to remember who the hell... What the other games they've made. I am trying to remember, and I literally cannot...
I can't remember. I don't know who made it.
Oh, damn it. Oh, God. Our brains. They fail us. It's a very God of War-esque like game from the looks of it. Early on. Early impressions. Which is not necessarily a bad thing.
Oh,
I do...
it's Don't Nod.
That's it. Yeah, they've done the whole...
Focus Entertainment. Actually, Focus Entertainment. Oh, yeah, right. This is the one with the ghost.
Yes.
Yes, I remember now.
Yeah, you get a choice. You get choices to
Yeah.
save or completely destroy people. So there's a definitely something to keep an eye on. It looks cool. Following that, Yakuza Like a Dragon.
The man who erased his name.
Yes, because there are 2 Yakuza Like a Dragons coming out.
Yeah.
This one is following Kiryu.
Yeah, this one's set.
Also known as the 4th chairman.
This
Also
one's-
known as the baddest man on the planet.
Yeah. The boss.
The boss.
This one's set in between 6 and
7.
Like a Dragon. Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Yeah.
This one.
So it explains
It's basically
how...
it shows you what Kiryu was doing
Yeah, before
his miraculous appearance.
Yeah,
in Like a Dragon.
in Like a Dragon, which is one of the badass moments of all time. It's great. It's amazing. Kiryu is a god. That's all you need to know.
He's me.
Yeah, like Keanu Reeves. Women want him, men want to be him.
Yes. I wouldn't mind being Kiryu. I get to walk around,
punch people,
and money comes out of it.
I know. That was amazing. That's also got a release date as well, which is November 9th.
Yes, that's on the P. Because I think they're both timed exclusives.
Yeah, Lycadra, the
Infinite Wealth is on the Xbox.
Yeah, which is got to be set in California from the looks of it.
Yeah,
I have to admit, it's the freaking the trailer is hilarious. It's the usual. Funny. It's the everyone remembers that scene in Austin Powers. You know the one involving the melons and the different items. Yeah. There, right? Just think that, but you know who is butt naked.
Yeah, and this one's looks like it's going to be PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
And they will go on both eventually.
Yeah, which is fine. I'm perfectly fine with Yakuza being on anything and everything. Why? Because everyone needs to understand the glory that is Yakuza.
That's very true.
Following that was Under the Waves, which looks like a very mystery diving horror type game from the looks of it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember.
You can't remember it?
No.
No. That it left that much of an impression on you.
Yeah.
We had the obligatory.
You know what it is? It's because it's underwater, and I just don't like.
You don't care.
Games. Like you could start talking about Subnautica to me, and my eyes will glaze over, and I just cannot. I cannot do water games.
Look, I watch people playing Subnautica just for their first encounter with Leviathan, because usually it is fucking hilarious. Anyway. After that, we had the obligatory COD trailer.
Yeah, the new season starts soon, so we're getting a new map, so they're just showing that.
And
it looks stupid.
Yeah, and the current bloody outrage going on at Call of Duty is, I'm literally like, really?
I'm not even getting involved. It's
stupid.
It's an entirely stupid thing that didn't need to happen at any point,
and it's been blown out of proportion both by Activision Blizzard and the fan base.
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? Activision and Blizzard have done all this shit, and this is where you draw the line. Are you for real?
Yeah, but they've affected their favourite streamer.
I know.
That's what it is. Anyway, I'm just skipping past it. I don't...
It's stupid. It's blown out of proportion, and out of everything that's happened in that company, it's a stupid line that you've decided to draw.
Hey, to be honest with you, at least they've drawn a line.
I suppose, yes. But it's like, for the one, Activision Blizzard acting on the paragon of fucking virtue. What?
Anyway.
After
COD, we had the...
Porsche Xbox fucking...
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Why?
that.
Why? Just why? What is the point?
It looks nice. Although I'm not going to lie, when they were like, yes, we're going to model our Xbox Series X on the most iconic Porsche, and I was like, oh, the 911. No. The other one. What other one?
The race cars.
There's
Le Mans race cars.
The Le Mans race. There's another Porsche. That was literally my reaction. I was like, there's a different Porsche. Yes.
That's not a 911.
That's not a 911. Yes. Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I need John Cena's face to come through that wall right now, because I don't believe you.
Are you sure about that? I mean, hell, even is it the Porsche Carrera?
Yeah.
Which is basically a widened...
No, it's a 911. It's just a bigger 911.
It's a widened 911 convertible.
Look. And they're there like, yes, this is based off the iconic Porsche, and I'm like,
it's just the colours.
I've never even heard of that car.
This is the thing. I thought, okay, you're gonna make it look like make it look like a Porsche, or make it look something unique.
No, it's just the colours.
You just painted a bunch of colours. That's all you've done.
And put the number 75 on it. Don't forget.
Oh yeah, you're gonna.
And they only made 75 of them.
So they're instantly going to go.
And you had to I don't know, you had to join a...
You had to, basically, you could win one.
Yeah, basically.
You had to sign up to an
Xbox thing.
to which I instantly went, yeah, someone's winning one, at least one of those is going on eBay.
Oh, I'm going to say half of them.
Yeah, probably.
But after that, we had Fae Farm World.
Yeah, which is coming to PC.
Yeah.
So
It looks alright. It looks quite...
yeah, it's another one of those farming.
very
Harvest Moon,
Stardew Valley.
Yeah,
Yeah, actually, I'd actually say that. It looks like Stardew Valley, but 3D.
yeah,
I would say that.
yeah. So we've got that.
We're not talking about Marvel Snap. I'm not talking
Do you
about
know what?
Marvel
I haven't
Snap.
even wrote that down.
I'm not. That was the next thing. We're not talking about Marvel Snap. I'm sick. I'm sick to death of that game. It's just.
Look. There's only one computer card game that I've actually picked up. Played, whatever, and that's Hearthstone, and I refuse.
You regret your life.
Yeah, I regret my life choice for that, and I refuse to go into any of the others because no, I'm not going to friggin' have to spend my entire wallet just to be able to actually have a decent chance of winning. Anyway, after Marvel Snap was King Arthur's Legend Rise.
Yeah, this was just a cinematic trailer. We didn't actually get anything.
Yeah, it didn't.
I can't really tell you anything. It looked like, if it's what I think it is, I think it's possibly going to be, because we saw like the different like characters that are from Camelot.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's going to be like a co-op-y fantasy adventure game.
Which could be
So
good.
if it's that, it might be good,
If it
but
plays well.
we didn't see any gameplay.
It was just your box standard release trailer, like, this is what the game, we planned the game to look like. It might actually be completely different by the time it's released. Following that was Wayfinder.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember what Wayfinder was.
It's basically what Anthem was originally going to be. You know, the game. Basically, you have your base and you've got to go out, get supplies, and fight monsters, and do all that sort of stuff, and then come back.
The actual cool sounding concept.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's basically that.
Then was
the one that you quite like the look of, Stellaris Nexus.
Yes, Stellaris Nexus, which it's Stellaris, and therefore I'm instantly interested. I think, and after that was Space Scavenger.
Yeah. Not much to say about Space Scavenger. It looks, if I'm honest, right, Space Scavenger looks like one of those games that, like, you know, if you just want to chill out.
Yeah.
Not for me, because like Genshin's my chill out game.
Mm-hmm.
But this, I know some people, they play like Unpacking.
Yes.
Like that, and that's like their chill out game.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like it's going to be in that sort of vein. It's going to be one of those games where you can just kind of, you don't really have to think about anything. It's just grab that and put it over here.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Yeah.
It looked alright, to be fair to it.
Yeah. After that was Star Trek Infinites, which...
I'm just going to say this now. If the Borg's in it, why would you be anybody else?
Well, maybe you want to be the Federation, the United Federation of Planets, and be, the exploration and.
Look,
and
if this lets me be the Borg,
yeah,
which it looks like you're going to be able to be the Borg, I'm just being the Borg.
Yeah, no.
I don't need to be anything else.
I
get a giant ass cube.
It looks like basically Stellaris Star Trek, which I'm like, yes, sign me up, thank you very much. The Klingon Empire will conquer all.
Yes, that's true. To be fair, you're going to be every faction.
Yes, I am going to be every faction. I am going to be the Federation. I am going to be the.
You've got the
Klingon Empire.
Cardassians.
I will be the Cardassians at one point. I will be the
Romulans.
Ferengi, the Romulans, the frigging Klingon Empire, the Dominion.
Well, that's if they're in it. At the moment, they've only shown off Borg, Klingon. Well, not even Borg. Klingon, Cardassian, Federation, and Romulan. That's all.
That is very true. But it's if it is Stellaris, like if it is like a Paradox like grand strategy game,
yeah,
only having those factions is going to be dumb and will not work. The thing is like there is a Stellaris mod, which basically does the whole Star Trek timeline from First Contact, so like the very founding of the Federation, Starfleet. It's not even the Federation; it's just Earth and the Andorians and the Vulcans and you can actually form the Federation, which is pretty cool. Like, I love that mod. I may download it again and put it back on. It's really cool. After that was Les Fanga.
Oh, after that was the sneak peek at the Twisted Metal TV series that's coming.
Oh yeah, I didn't write that down because I didn't really care.
Yeah, neither did I.
I mean, here's the thing. Samoa Joe is the body for
Yes.
For Sweet
Sweet Tooth, yeah.
Samoa Joe. I mean, that makes sense, actually.
It's pretty cool.
To anyone who doesn't know, to anyone who doesn't follow wrestling, to which I go, what is wrong with you? Samoa Joe has his fans chant, "Joe's going to kill you." So therefore, Joe being Sweet Tooth actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it works.
He's being voiced by Nathan. Is it Nathan Fillion?
No, he's being voiced by what's his name? I always get his name right. It's the guy who did Lego Batman.
Yeah,
it's the same dude.
Yeah.
He does Lego Masters for my.
That's
him.
That's yes.
I wish I could remember his name, but I never do.
We do apologise. You are amazing.
Right, then it was Lefanga.
Yeah.
Is that how you spell it? Lefanga? The Time Shift Warrior. This looks actually pretty cool.
It does. It has a very cool art style as well.
And a good concept of the whole time thing, like your past self can come and fight.
It looked very Hades-like as well, which is really cool. Following that was the Immortals of
Yeah, they basically announced that it's going to be released on the 20th of July. I really don't need to see any more of this.
No.
They've shown off a lot of this from Twitch to...
Yeah. The only issue we have at the moment is, are they going full Marvel? In which case we'll go, no, do never go full Marvel.
Yeah, not even Marvel should have gone full Marvel.
No. Like, I think we've said it before, but the balance you need to hit the balance that the Dungeons and Dragons movie hit, which was be funny when you need to be funny, but when it's serious, don't be funny.
Yeah, just know when not to make a joke.
Yeah. Pretty simple. It's not that hard.
After that, we saw the new season
for Fortnite.
You're going to be able. Transformers are now. Optimus Prime is in there. You're going to be able to ride on raptors. I've got to give it to Epic when it comes to Fortnite. At least whenever they go into a new season, they do something big.
Yeah, they do something big, and they always do something cool. Now, granted,
I'm not going to touch that game.
But also, I do worry about the amount of crunch the developers are having to do to keep this schedule going. I do worry. But you can tell like they don't. It's not like the minimum effort that seems to be for fucking Overwatch 2 at the moment.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about. We're not going to talk about. We're going to skip Overwatch when we get to that.
And also the whole like they don't just like have the same. The map evolves very, very well. They keep making it fresh. It doesn't get boring. Like I said, I just do hope that this rate of new stuff that they keep dropping on Fortnite isn't burning out the developers, because that's not, it's not good.
And then after that, we got the big announcement of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yes.
Now, that's not really the big announcement. I think the big announcement is how big this game actually is.
Yeah, 2 discs, and we are going from at least the leaving of the flashback to Cosmo Canyon.
Yeah, because we're definitely getting the Cosmo Canyon.
We're getting to Cosmo because Bugenhagen is there.
Yeah.
Bugenhagen is in the cutscenes. That's Cosmo Canyon. He does not leave Cosmo Canyon.
My girl, Yuffie's in there.
Yuffie's in it. They do. There's more team up attacks, and so just to explain how much is going to be in this, at a bare minimum, there will be, and they're going to add stuff to it like they've done with the Midgard section, but there will be the flashback, getting a chocobo, the crystal cave, heading to Junyuan itself, the boat trip to Costa del Sol, which involves which has a Genova fight in it. Costa del Sol, which involves a bit of a plot drop from Hojo.
Oh God, we're going to see him in his Speedos.
He wasn't in Speedos though. He's still in the.
Was he?
Yes.
I thought he was in his.
I'm pretty sure he was still in his like lab coat.
I mean, it would be quite funny if he is just still in his lab coat.
Yeah.
I would actually laugh at that.
And then
but I've got a feeling
the women that were around him were in like
in the bikinis
and that. So there's Costa del Sol. There's which will probably have extra stuff to do. Then there's the railway to Calm. Is it Calm?
Calm. Not Calm.
Corral.
Corral.
Yeah. Corral. Corral. The Barrett's backstory. Gold Saucer. Then there's Zack's hometown. Yes, I know my shit about Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And then, only then, also we will have a car by then. Then, only then, will the car break down as we pass Cosmo Canyon, and then we will be at Cosmo Canyon.
Yeah.
And everything that'll happen then. So I think you were right when you said the next cut-off point is Nibelheim.
It's Nibelheim. It's as a story perspective,
That
is the best place to stop.
It was either going to be the fight against Genova.
Yeah.
On the boat. Or the next best one would have been Nibelheim.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have we're going to start with the flashback showing how Nibelheim just gets freaking obliterated, and we're going to end with them getting to Nibelheim going,
wait, what?
What? Wait, why is this here?
Yeah.
That's the cutoff point,
Yeah.
which is going to be pretty cool. It's going to be massive.
It looks great. Like I said, this it's going to go open world. I'm so happy that I was right, because it looks like it's gone open world.
Yeah, I think it's going to go open world in the way that each section of the chapter is going to be an open world part.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have the bits like the Crater Cave, which are just routes through, and Junyon, which is just going to be Junyon. Which is fine, because I want to see that giant cannon with the word Sister Ray on it.
I hope it's still there.
I hope they keep that. I hope that they keep that. The fact that the cannon barrel has Sister Ray written on it. I mean, granted, I know why, because it wasn't made scene by scene in order like you would do. Well, not even movies are done like that.
No.
It's also why if you go into the code of Final Fantasy VII, you actually see scenes where after Aerith's death, where she's in.
Yeah.
Because the people who were making those scenes didn't know that she was going to die.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It is going to be interesting. I feel like the clue at the end of the first one, which says you have 7 seconds, I think it is a reference to Sephiroth killing Aerith.
I think we're going to be able to save Aerith.
Yeah, which I'm kind of concerned about because...
But, just hear me out here. 7 seconds, right? Yeah. You've got 7 seconds to save Aerith. What if it's a switch around?
Oh, Cloud sacrifices himself.
Something like that. Or it's one of those where it's like, it's leading up. It's going, you've got 7 seconds to save Aerith. You can do it. You can do it. No, you can't.
Yeah, true.
It's one of these things where it's leading you to believe that you're going to be able to do something, and actually you can't. So it makes that scene even more.
Yeah, that's
heartbreaking.
True. Like I love how watching people who played the remake and then played the original and got into that scene where she dies. Spoilers.
Look, it's how old is that game now?
Yeah, it's like multiple
if
decades.
you don't know,
it's like 30 years old.
If you don't know what happens in Final Fantasy VII, that's your fault. That's on you. That's on you.
Because clearly the remake is going in a completely different way.
I'm not gonna lie, like part of me, as much
also we didn't see anything about Zack.
We did not. That's because Zack's getting his own stuff. We're getting right. There's 2 timelines happening here. We've got this timeline, right, and the Crisis Core timeline that's happening. Because Zack didn't die at the end of Crisis Core in the remaster.
Okay, so we've got 2 timelines.
The end of Crisis Core is the bit with Zack at the church trying to find Aerith.
Yeah.
That's Zack's timeline. So we've got 2 random timelines, which of course we've got timelines. It's fucking Nomura. Of course we've got timelines. I should have realised this was going to happen.
Multiple timelines.
Oh my god, I've played too much Kingdom Hearts.
That's
to not notice this.
Do you know what? That's how Aerith's going to be saved. Zack is going to end up in the thingy timeline. I think because he's supposed to have died, and the Crisis Core timeline he doesn't. He's ended up in this timeline because of what Aerith has done, killing Fate.
Either that, or it's something to do with like Zack. So Zack is actually dead. right? And he's now in this other world,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Possibly. I think, and this is just pure random speculation, but I think that's how they're gonna save Aerith. It's like Cloud can't save Aerith,
But Zack can.
but Zack can.
Yeah.
Because Zack is the actual soldier.
Yeah. Which I think would be fine.
It would be, but like,
Especially if, like, I don't know. Because you imagine it, right, so we get Rebirth.
Yeah.
Aerith still dies.
yeah,
She's not dying in Rebirth, obviously, but Aerith still dies in Final Fantasy VII. We get Zack's games come out, and in Zack's game, you actually save her.
yeah.
I
And
think
then-
that's actually pretty good. I think that's a cool concept.
Yeah.
Because then that way you can still keep the whole fact that, like, Aerith... Because you can even put in the bits in Zack's games where Aerith, because she's now part of the Life Force,
Yeah.
she's able to...
It is a case of I want, because of the fact that they put that little bit at the end with Zack at the end of the remake. I'm like, okay, I want to know in this game what the fuck you're doing with Zack.
Yeah.
I want to know what the fuck's going on.
I don't think... We might get something to do with Zack, but I don't think we're going to get really that much.
because
Because, like I said, Zack's getting his own... He's getting his own
but
game.
it's not actually been
Nothing's been announced.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
we know is that Zack is getting his own games. We just don't. I don't know if it's going to be like mobile games, if it's going to be side-on
No,
stuff.
I want it to be explained in this set of games. You've decided to do this in this game.
Yeah.
In this game series.
They might explain it. Because look, if it gets explained, it's going to be
But
explained in the last
here's the
one.
problem, and that we're digressing onto plot points of Final Fantasy VII. But here's the problem, right? Aerith's death happens before Cloud goes completely doolally tap because of his history isn't actually what he believes it is. Sephiroth is already dropping the hints that Tifa's an unreliable person because actually she is because reasons, and it's explained all. Play the friggin' original and actually do all the side stuff, okay? Because Sephiroth in the trailer goes, I killed her. Technically, Sephiroth, yes. However, Cloud is actually at Nibelheim then, as well as Zack. I know this. I know the fucking plot of Final Fantasy VII. I know exactly what happens in these events. Cloud is there. Cloud actually keeps his promise at Nibelheim and saves Tifa because he literally keeps her alive. Then he goes, beats Sephiroth, and then it's Tifa's master, who we don't know. You haven't been introduced yet, but you will be in the flashback. He's the one that he finds her.
I just realised we're going to meet him, master. Oh, that's going to be great. I loved him.
He was great.
He was the power of the fist.
Yeah. He actually keeps Tifa alive by basically casting Cure constantly all the time on her until he got to Midgar, which, by the way, from Nibelheim to Midgar is a fucking long time.
It's a very long time.
So, my God, he must have been drinking ethers for days.
Yeah, he was high.
Oh yeah,
he was definitely high.
Midgar probably looked like a completely different place by the time he got there.
But yeah, I think like the possibilities for it is it's considering the way remake ended.
Yeah, I just don't want a Kingdom Hearts situation where for me to understand what the fuck's going on, I need to not only get the mainline games but also all the side games that were on different handheld consoles that are...
I don't think we're going to be doing that. I think they've generally learned, especially considering what they did to Kingdom Hearts once like the PS4 and the Xbox One came out. They streamlined it all.
Yeah.
I think they've learned a lesson from that, so I don't think you really have to worry about that.
I do want to know what the fuck's happening with Zack in this game.
I do. I love Zack.
I know, Zack's cool.
Zack's like one of my, like, even though he's not really in it that much, he was like one of my favourites.
Yeah.
I mean, he's no Vincent.
No.
But my question is, like, my only thing I'm just like, oh, we're not getting
You're not getting Vincent.
We're not getting Vincent.
You're not getting Vincent. We're not getting Sid. But it means the next game will have Vincent and will have Sid.
Yes. We need the pretty boy. We need the prettiest boy of all pretty boys.
Who turns into horrible monsters.
Yes, we need Vincent.
And then we want the chain smoking, loudmouth, swears like a sailor.
Who just wants some goddamn tea.
He wants some goddamn tea.
That's all he wants.
He wants some goddamn tea, and he wishes he could go into space.
And he wants to go to space.
Yeah.
Yes.
Space! Anyone who got that? got that reference can get a cookie.
But
Anyway.
he couldn't get into space. because of the
Early,
eighth
but
engine.
we got a kind of release window.
Early 2024.
Early next year, so I really need to get back onto Final Fantasy Remake on the PS5 and get that bad boy done. Because I haven't actually tried any of the new shit on that.
And you actually need to play Crisis Core.
Yes, I need to play
You haven't
Crisis
done
Core
that
as well.
Which means my only worry, and this is my main worry with the Final Fantasy games that are coming out for Final Fantasy 7, right? The stuff that happens in Crisis Core.
It is batshit crazy.
It's not that.
I mean, it is.
There's an antagonist in the game called Genesis.
Yes.
And he's kind of, because basically where the actual Final Fantasy, if we go from all the games,
Yeah.
if we follow everything up to the end of Dirge of Cerberus,
Yeah.
Genesis appears at the end of Dirge of Cerberus.
Yes.
And that's literally where we're left off with the story. But like Dirge of Cerberus was so bad that they were like, no, we're not doing it anymore.
We're not touching that.
we're not doing any more of this.
We tried to be Devil May Cry, didn't work.
Yeah. Genesis is very odd
Yeah.
for a bad guy.
Mm.
Because like his whole story is just like I played Crisis Core when it came out on the PSP, and I was like, I don't follow you at all.
What is going on?
Also, like the main problem with Genesis is and the reason why I think he's going to be involved at some point is because we've had in Integrate they showed off
Yeah, the baddies from Dirge of Cerberus.
the baddies from Dirge of Cerberus. And I was just like,
Which was kind of hinted at in the Secrets Shinra experimental plot in Final Fantasy in underneath Sector 7.
Yeah.
It was kind of hinted at that.
So Genesis is basically Sephiroth.
Yeah.
And it's just sort of like, this makes no sense. And
Yeah,
you even stole the whole one wing thing, and he was just like, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. That's Sephiroth's thing.
Sephiroth. That is Sephiroth's thing.
Man, come on.
I mean, you know, Sephiroth thing is one wing plus giant sword.
Yeah, I know, but still. Like, it just feels like...
Sephiroth's... Mazamune for Sephiroth, you can't even call it a katana. It's that long. It's like, what...
It's just a giant sword.
It is just a giant sword.
I'm pretty sure a Titan from the Attack on Titan, it would look like normal.
Yeah. It's ridiculously long.
But yeah, that was the Summer Games Fest. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth looks really cool.
It does.
My only disappointment with the Summer Games Fest was like they really hyped it up, and I don't really think
there wasn't anything that blew me away.
Yeah,
really, like nothing new, nothing like nothing that I didn't know was already coming.
I think for me best things were the Space Marine announcing that it was going to be free player co-op.
Yeah.
Even though there were rumours about that. And the Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth looking like it's going to be open world.
Yeah.
And that they've added like team up attacks and all that sort of stuff, which I'm going to have a lot of fun with.
Oh yeah. Like the combat in Final Fantasy 7 Remake is fun as hell. Like there's a reason why I call whenever Tifa's in the team, I call it the Tifa show. I love playing as her. Her like boosting her combat and getting her combos getting even more and more.
I am hoping that everyone's got like team up attacks with everyone.
Oh yeah. Well, we saw Tifa's a team up attack with Tifa and Aerith.
Yes, and Cloud. We saw Cloud do something with Tifa as well.
And we saw Yuffie and Red 13. But here's the thing, ever since watching the Team 4 stuff, I'm like, no, Red 13 will just team up all the time with Barrett.
Because they're
bros.
They're bros. They're best friends.
They're best buds. They're the bros, but they're the bro squad.
Barrett is the Red 13 is Barrett's talking dog best friend.
Yeah.
Because he's always wanted one.
Yeah. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's hilarious.
It is. It's very good. Right. Shall we move on to the Xbox showcase? Right.
There are people who are going absolutely apeshit that this was the greatest Xbox thing. I will admit, it was good. It was better.
It's been their best showcase for a
while. However, again, the bar wasn't exactly high on that.
No, it wasn't very high. Hey, look, let's just give Xbox fans a win. Let's just give them a win.
It was good.
It was good. Let's just give him that. It was good. They showed off. We got Fable.
Yeah.
They started off with Fable. Richard, I might. You know what? I might even get an Xbox for this. Only for the fact that Richard Ayoade is in.
Yes.
That's it. I love Richard Ayoade. I'll watch anything with him in it.
Isn't it like it's kind of like not from Berlin, the the Borrowers concept, where it's like a bunch of little people.
No, I think the trailer is Jack and the Beanstalk.
Ah, yeah, maybe. It's just the fact that I kind of missed the beginning of it, and also I heard them going about we're taking Fable and moving it to the modern era.
No, it's still off the trailer that I saw with Richard Ayoade in it. It's still very British humour.
Yeah.
2, it's still fantasy and all that sort of stuff. But the trailer, it basically Richard Ayoade was the giant from Jack and the Beanstalk, because the protagonist character climbed up something and then knocked on the door, and then there was and then so I think you kill Richard Ayoade.
Maybe
because he's the giant. I don't know, but like there really wasn't any gameplay in it.
No. Oh no, there wasn't. That's something else. There was a distinct lack of gameplay in the Xbox.
Yeah, there wasn't much.
So following that, because I haven't written down.
After that, we had South of Midnight.
What was that one?
This is by the ones that did We Happy Few. I'm trying to remember which one that one was. You know what? I watched it this morning. When I got home from work.
Memorable.
When I got home from work, you know what? I really should stop watching things after I work. I should actually just maybe go to sleep and then watch things.
Yeah,
and then I might actually remember things.
Yeah, you may do. I'm trying to think, because I think it's like there was a lot of stuff that I go, that could be interesting.
Oh yeah, this was another one. It didn't have any gameplay, but basically there's this guy on a.
Oh yes, now I remember. The art style is really good.
The art style is very, very good. I remember.
God's sake, I feel sorry for. I really do actually feel bad about not remembering what it is.
To be fair, the last game they made was We Happy Few, so it's perfectly fine forgetting them.
But the art style looks cool.
Yeah, I
don't know how the game's gonna play, but we'll find out. It's a neat concept. It's very South US bayou kind of feel to it as well.
Yeah, which is why I'm like, I'm a big fan of Hunt, and that's set in the bayou.
Yeah,
and so like I'm at this point, like you said a game in the bayou. I'll probably
something. Basically, it's not actually the bayou, but it is the bayou.
Yeah, or just use the bayou as your like
concept
art sort of thing. I'll probably look at it because, to be honest with you, even as like a natural thing, the bayou's a cool looking thing.
Oh yeah, it's steeped.
I mean, I wouldn't go in it to like for anything.
Well, no, because there were things there that will kill you.
Yes, I would like no, but it looks cool.
Yeah. Also, like the stories you hear from them is like pretty cool, and
yeah, like the folklore around
is
really cool.
Yeah, and like the music, I do have to admit the guy with the guitar, the style that they have is really cool.
Yeah, it's like it's country, but it's like its own.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very bayou-y.
Yeah. No,
it's like New Orleans.
But I'm on about like his look.
Oh, his aesthetic.
Yeah, his aesthetic is really, really good.
After that...
So that's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Yes. That's an Xbox exclusive.
Yes. Well, it's one of Xbox's own
studios.
I mean, it'll be out on PC, though. That's the
Actually, you know what? I'm going to give Xbox this. At least they finally... Because what we've been saying for a while now is... You've bought all these studios a while ago, and we've heard nothing from them.
Yeah, we're starting to hear from them.
We're actually getting stuff from them, which is... Thank you, Xbox. That's what I've been doing. Oh, what did you do?
I didn't do anything.
What did you do?
I just decided to open up Safe Search.
Okay. Right.
I didn't do anything. I just put my notes down.
I don't know.
That's all I did.
Right. After that, we saw basically a reveal trailer for Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later on because we had a full game.
Yeah, the Ubisoft one. The Ubisoft one had a much more in-depth look. So we'll talk about
we
that.
had 33 Immortals that was announced.
Yeah, that looks a very... That looks
33 co-op... 33 player co-op game.
Hades-like dungeon crawler. Roguelike.
I think so, yeah.
I mean, it's an interesting concept. It's just I'm just finding I'm just finding why 33.
Why 33?
It's a very specific number.
Yep.
Speaking of threes,
yeah, we've got a couple of threes coming up now. Payday 3 got a gameplay trailer. Yes. It looks very, very good.
It's Payday.
It looks more like it's basically Payday, but shinier.
Yeah, with more.
Yes, and more. And
more Payday.
I'm expecting John Wick to show up.
He will do.
Considering John Wick was in Payday 2.
Yes, John Wick will show up. The cameos they'll get will be ridiculous again.
And this has been the after Payday 3. This was the announcement of the whole show, of everything for me. The Persona 3. Now, as much as I would like to say I was surprised at this, I was not. This got leaked a couple of days beforehand that this was coming. But
I mean, hell, at least it wasn't the Microsoft's own website leaking.
That leaked it, yeah.
Leaking what was going to be shown in their show, Ubisoft.
No. The Persona 3 Reload is basically a remake or remaster of Persona 3. It basically looks like it's Persona 3 but done up to Persona 5 style.
Yeah. The way it is actually not the like the Ultimate Edition though, because it's I think it's missing like one set of DLC which had a female.
It's missing the PlayStation Portable.
Yeah, stuff which had an extra character. You had
a choice between you could be the lad or the lass.
Yeah. It's not got that.
In my honest opinion,
not that much.
I don't think it's that much of a big deal.
No, it would have been nice to have.
I don't know.
It
doesn't really do anything.
I know, but it's like...
The thing is, if you look at it this way, this is a remake of Persona 3.
Yes.
Not Persona 3 Portable.
Yes. So, yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
So who knows, they might add in DLC later, which wouldn't surprise me with it being at Atlas.
Yes.
So you might be able to get the choice later on.
Yes. Persona 3 Reloaded, Remastered, and Recocked.
But I will be getting that because it will come out on the PlayStation.
Yes.
There's no way this isn't. Atlas are not selling this on the PlayStation. It's Atlas. They're going to milk Persona as much as they can.
Oh, yeah. They will milk it as much as possible. You will get a dance game.
We'll be talking about later on. Yeah, we'll get a new dance game.
New dance game, new beat 'em up.
Yeah. After that, we got some gameplay.
Avowed,
which is
Obsidian's Elder Scroll competitor. To which, again,
I actually didn't.
I would like to point out, Microsoft bought Bethesda, who do Elder Scrolls.
Yeah. Well, now they've got 2 Elder Scroll games.
Granted, Elder Scrolls 6 is not coming out ever, so it's fine.
At any point.
In time.
Because they can just keep releasing Skyrim.
We're just going to.
They're going to release like an
We're just going to see that mounting.
I'm going to wait
over and over.
Yeah, again. I'm going to wait. I'm waiting for Skyrim to come out with like Skyrim Ultimate Edition Turbo EX, like do the whole Street Fighter thing back in the day. Eventually, it's just going to get. It's going to.
Do you know what?
The name's going to be so big that it doesn't fit on the actual.
I guarantee you, there will be a newer version, VR version of Skyrim. I can guarantee.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Guarantee you.
You know that joke of being able to play it on your fridge?
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
We're going to be able to play...
And here's the thing. Do you want to know whose fault it is? It's everyone who fucking buys it.
Everybody keeps buying Skyrim. It's your own fault.
Like I've got Skyrim twice. We've got Skyrim twice. Once when it came out on the PS3.
Yes.
And then when I bought my PlayStation VR, because I got the bundle which came with Skyrim VR.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually buy Skyrim VR. It just came with.
Yeah, it just came with the VR. Yeah, I didn't. You know what? I didn't actually like Avowed. I thought I was going to, And then I saw
don't think we've seen enough of it to...
And then I saw of what I've seen.
Yeah, it's nothing
I
to
was
get
like,
really there's nothing there that screams out like, yeah, this is going to be amazing.
The thing that I've got for it though is it is Obsidian, and they're very good at the whole like choices.
Yeah, Obsidian are very good at narrative and story, but also like with your whole like choices and thing.
Oh, also everything that gets that's been announced on here is going to be available day one on Game Pass.
Yeah,
because it needs that content.
Just throw enough shit at it.
By the way, this isn't in order either. I've just got a website that has it. It's just a list of things.
Yeah,
this is not in order.
I know.
We had Sea of Thieves has finally done a Monkey Island crossover.
I know, finally.
We always knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, at some point it was going to happen.
The minute they announced that they were making a new Monkey Island game, I was like, there's going to be a Sea of Thieves crossover.
Yeah,
it has to be.
Yeah, and to be perfectly honest, I'm happy for everyone because, Monkey Island is like it is literally like the best point-and-click adventures you can get, the Monkey Island series, because...
Even if the last one is god-awful to look at.
But the actual story and gameplay and characters are still like as good as they were. And this one's going to be just as well, because they've got the... Oh, what's her name? The governess.
It's not... Mara?
Yeah, it's something like that. I can never fucking remember her name because I just have governess in front of her. I just put... Literally, she just comes on and is like, yeah, that's the governess.
Yeah, she's the one who's able to do everything.
Yeah, she's the only actual capable person because not even Lee Chuck. This is what makes Monkey Island so good. Everyone's a fucking idiot on Monkey Island.
Yeah, no, everybody who's actually a pirate is a dumbass.
Yeah. Lee Chuck's a dumbass. Guybrush is a dumbass.
He's just a lovable dumbass.
He's a lovable dumbass, but he's still a dumbass.
All the pirates in the bar
are dumbasses
because they keep drinking grog even though it melts the canisters.
Yeah.
I love the fact that they're in it. That you go to the bar and they're still there drinking grog.
I know. It's great.
We got they announced
Flight Simulator 2024. It's going to be the same but more.
No. You can do like.
Yeah, there's actual like stuff you can do
stuff.
that. Like they've got like search and rescue and fire suppression. And
yeah, they showed a lot of stuff off.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
I know. I'm just saying, like Flight Simulator let you do a lot already, and now it's just going to let you do more. And the current Flight Simulator is going to get the weird helicopter things from Dune.
Yes, those weird. I
mean, don't get me wrong.
Things.
Don't get me wrong. They look cool as fuck, but they're still weird.
We also got we got
a cutscene from Senua's Sacrifice,
Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2.
Yeah.
I was a little bit disappointed. I'm not gonna lie.
It was like a cutscene.
Yeah, it was a cutscene, and I was just kind of like.
That's all it was.
I was kind of hoping for like actual gameplay.
I was as well. I was really
considering what we saw from the last time we saw this game.
Yeah.
And this time we just kind of got that, and I was just like, okay. It looks nice.
It does.
It looks very. It's using the Xbox power pretty well by the looks of things.
But again, it's a cutscene.
But
it's all pre-rendered.
Yeah.
It's not in game, and that's the thing. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of this stuff that we saw, there wasn't a lot of actual in-game stuff.
We got Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth, which looks like it's going to be set in
California,
or at least the US. It's probably going to be a made-up place in the US. Well, most likely it's California.
It's either going to be California. I might be Hawaii.
Maybe. It'll be a made-up place. Because that's what Kamurocho is. Kamurocho is it's a mix of
Kamurocho is Kamurocho is an actual place in Tokyo.
I'm pretty sure it's there is a place called Kamurocho, but the Kamurocho in the Yakuza games is a mix between. That's what I mean.
Right. Yes. The Kamurocho in the Yakuza games is not a one-for-one, brick-by-brick exact copy of the real Kamurocho.
Yeah, it's a mix between Akabahara and a couple of other areas in Tokyo.
It's an amalgamation of a bunch of stuff, but its setting is an actual place.
Yes.
So
that's what I'm saying. It'll be the same. So it'll be named after a place that like exists.
Yeah,
it's going to be mixed.
It might be San Francisco.
It could be San Francisco.
I'm looking at the beach. I'm remembering the beach, and I'm like,
it's probably, in all honesty, it's probably going to be Hollywood. It's going to be Los Angeles.
Yeah, it'll be.
In all honesty.
It'll either be LA or Hawaii.
Yeah.
One of the two.
But the trailer was really nice. I didn't see any gameplay, but it was funny.
It was funny as hell.
It's funny. And, like, to be honest with you, I'm always going to call it Yakuza, but, like, the Like a Dragon games, for me, like, they've earned that much trust now that, like, they can just show me a new game and I'll be like, yeah, that's going to be what I want when it comes out.
Yeah.
So, they've had that many games come out that, like, I've got to, and I enjoyed all of them, that I've got to a point where
this is
like,
the thing. If this is what I laugh when people complain about. Oh, Spider-Man 2, it's just the same buildings. Well, yeah, it's New York, you fucking idiot. Let me introduce you to a series called Yakuza.
I know.
Every fucking game.
Every game's in the same area.
Every game.
The only difference is
map,
it's like aesthetic.
The map is exactly the same.
Yeah.
The map, there is no change to that map.
Even the Judgment games.
It's the same map.
place. Yeah, it's the same map. It's
the
great.
exact same.
I love
place.
it. I love all of them. It's fantastic. This is going to be.
It's not what you do. It's not where you put your place. It's what you do with it that matters.
We got the Fallout 76 show off.
The next expansion for Fallout 76.
We're going to Seattle.
Good for them.
Is it Seattle? No, Atlantic City.
Atlantic City. We're going to Atlantic City. Congratulations.
We're going to the Broadwalk Empire.
Yeah.
So if anybody doesn't know what that is, it's a lot of bad shit happened. Just put it that way.
Basically, Atlantic City in the time of the gangsters was basically almost like Chicago, just not as windy.
Yeah.
Just as much gambling, as much gangsters, just as much.
It was not. If you weren't a cop or in a gang, it was not a great place to be.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, the Prohibition US. If you were not a cop or a gangster, it was not a good place to be anywhere.
That's very true. After that, we got a new IP from Capcom.
Yes.
Path of the Goddess.
Going into Japanese.
A lot of yokai.
Yes, Japanese mythology.
At least I think they were yokai.
They were yokai. They were clearly yokai.
A lot of like shrine maiden dancing and all that sort of stuff. They've gone very
pretty.
it looks pretty, and they've gone very heavy on the whole like shrine maiden sort of thing.
Aesthetic,
It looks really cool.
It does.
We got Forza Motorsport after this, and they kept going on about how like the iconic Cadillac and
yes, let's trust an American company to think that American car manufacturers were the best at making cars, because of course there isn't such a company called I don't know has a horse. I mean, you know.
There's two companies in Europe that make really good sports cars. Called one's called Ferrari, and the other one's Lamborghini. And I'm pretty sure their cars are better than.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
And that's before we go into the realms of Scandinavia and the blooming insanity that is Koenigsberg.
Yes.
Is it Scandinavia or is it Dutch?
It might be Dutch.
Might be Dutch. Anyway. Koenigsbergs are freaking insane.
I've gotten to the point with like Forza, like actually any racing game now. Almost all of these driving sim games.
What worries me is that we've not actually seen any gameplay.
I'm not even asked about that. What I'm asked about now is how they present it. Like, I'm sick and tired. Like, this is the most real. This is the most realistic feeling you'll ever have in a car, other than being in a car. I'm like, okay, at which point now do we get to the point of like you can only get to a certain amount of realism at this point.
I mean, hell, Gran Turismo 7 now has a VR mode.
Like, you can only get to so far where it stops being realistic.
Yeah, I know.
Other than actually being in a car.
Mm.
Can we now stop this? It's like at the beginning of the Xbox showcase, right? I don't know if you saw this. But like they had the last that usually does it. That usually does like the introduction and all that. She's lovely and she's all great. But they do this thing, and Xbox is massively guilty of this. They massively overhype everything.
Yes.
And they did this, and she said, like, I quote, the most important RPG ever, Starfield. I was like, the game's not even out yet.
The most important RPG.
It's not even out yet,
right.
And you're doing a Todd Howard.
Yeah, here's the thing. Starfield will never be the most important RPG. Like, it could be great, it won't be that. It won't be the most important RPG.
My worry is
there are better role-playing games. Just because it's got nice shiny graphics does not make it a better game.
Right? And then you've got Forza coming along, being like, yes, we've teamed up with Chevrolet? I don't know car names.
Chrysler.
We've teamed up with Chrysler to give this iconic car. It's a new car, by the way, but it's iconic, apparently. And we've teamed up to look to the future.
It's Chrysler and Chevrolet. Yeah.
Yeah. To look to the future of motor gaming. I'm like
Bugatti wants to come along and smash your face in with this Veyron, which is a decade old now.
How much more can you actually put in? Really?
I don't know.
What are you gonna? What are you gonna actually like? Because the last one you were like, well, this is the most realistic sounding car you've ever done. Okay, right? Because that's the most realistic thing you can do.
Yeah.
Really. Mm-hmm. Right? The rest of it's all like zeros and ones. You can get the car to like maneuver the way the car would move.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But if you're a driving sim, that's the bare minimum I would expect.
Yeah. Oh, no.
You know? So, like, how much more can you add into these games to make them more realistic?
I'm worried that they've got about, it's really realistic. It's so realistic. And I'm like, well, in that case, those American cars are just going to go straight on at a turn.
You're not going to be able to turn properly on the European circuits.
I know it's a stereotype, but sometimes the Americans really don't help themselves with some of their cars. Dear God. But also, like, we've not seen.
Yeah, there was no gameplay.
Gameplay. There was very little in like the career mode and like how you progress in the career mode and that. And I'm like, I've gotten to the point where like I feel like car games, they spend way too much time on them. Like there was no need for Forza to have that much time on it. No.
They could have just announced that they were putting these cars into the game.
At least when Sony did theirs, did their thing on Gran Turismo, they gave it its own thing, so only the people who wanted to actually spend that much time in detail on it would watch it.
Yeah. Whereas this, it was just like it just, to me, it honestly, you could have put that side by side with the last Forza Motorsport game, and I would have been like, what's the difference?
Yeah, exactly.
And this is why I'm up to.
That is that's something I've noticed. Is like, especially with, mostly it is motor racing games that I do it the most, but especially Forza. Every one is the same, almost verbatim. The only difference is the words they're using. That's it. It's the same spiel they give out all the time.
At least Horizon. At least what Horizon does, it changes its scenery.
Yeah.
I mean, but Motorsport has. I'm assuming it's like circuit racing.
Yeah, Forza Motorsport. Its bread and butter is the race.
So it's not going to be like a big open worldy thing that you can drive. At least I would think it's not.
No.
But anyway, moving on. We got the Overwatch 2 Invasion reveal trailer, which I think is the Season 6.
Season 6, yeah, which is going to be behind a £15 paywall.
Yes, and that's all we're talking about there. I'm not going on about Overwatch. I've already.
Because the only people who care about Overwatch now are the whales.
And the diehards.
But then.
To which I probably was a diehard.
Yeah,
but
that's
I'm
what I'm saying.
no longer a diehard. It
just
hurts too much, if I'm honest.
Only the people who have gotten that sunken cost fallacy going on really hard now, they're the only people that will actually care.
Yeah. We got Persona 5 Tactics, which is basically just XCOM but Persona, which I am down for. Yes. Although any Persona game I'm down for. I love Persona. Especially Persona 5. I love little Persona Q. It's all done in the Persona Q art style, which is basically just Persona Chibi. So it's great. Everybody's little and cute.
Little cute with big heads.
Yeah, it's great. I'm happy with that. We saw some gameplay. It basically, XCOM Persona. Can't really describe it any better than that. All fine.
If you like Persona, you'll probably like this.
We had, for some bizarre reason, we had a Starfield trailer. In a show that was going to go into a deep dive on Starfield. We had another game from Don't Nod, which was Jusant, which was that climbing game.
Yeah, it was that climbing game, which I'm like, well, it's an interesting concept, but is anyone actually going to have fun in it? I mean, it's going to be an exploration.
I think if you liked games like Journey and
yeah.
Oh, what's the other one? There's like another really cool one where it's like a ballerina.
Grease.
Yeah, if you like those type of games, I think you probably like this.
Yeah, possibly.
A lot of climbing.
Yeah, definitely a lot of climbing.
My only worry with that is like how long before the climbing gets boring.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how much fun is it going to be? Well, if someone likes exploration, then it's possible that's what it's for.
Yeah.
So.
We got Still Wakes the Deep after that, which is a horror game. Which basically it's a horror game set on an oil rig.
Yeah. I mean, to be perfectly honest, an abandoned oil rig sounds scary enough as is. So.
Which I'm totally fine with. I'm actually quite interested in that. It looks quite cool. We got Dungeons of Hinterberg as well, which I actually thought was Celeste 2.
Yes.
But you can't blame me. Look at the character.
A lot of people were saying the main character looks a lot like, the lo-fi girl from YouTube. The channel that shows puts on like hour-long relaxing music to listen to.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I generally just saw the blue hoodie and the red hair, and I was like, so that's 2?
But no, it's something completely different.
I don't know. I can't really tell you what it is. I know it's an action game.
It's an action game, but there was a lot of over-the-shoulder action, but also isometric action and what look like 2D. So I don't know exactly what the hell it's going to be. So it's going to be an action game of some sort.
It looked alright.
Yeah,
had a decent art style.
The art style was pretty cool though.
Yeah, pretty cool. We got more on Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty
with a really weird Keanu Reeves intro.
Yeah, he sounded like a robot, didn't he?
He did. I think there was an issue.
There must have been an issue with his mic.
Either his mic or the recording.
Aye.
I think it must have been the recording because he was blurry as well.
But once again, Keanu Reeves has won the Xbox Showcase.
Yes, so that's Keanu Reeves. And also Idris Elba is going to be in this and it's going to be amazing.
Idris Elba just sounds awesome in anything that he does.
Yes.
Like,
he's the villain in the blooming spin-off to Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Hobbs and
he was awesome.
He was the villain in it. And that made it great because Idris Elba was in it.
Yes. So we got more. We basically got like a big look at Phantom Liberty.
They've actually released some more information. It's not just like a DLC expansion. They're gonna do a whole bunch of improvements, quality of life improvements.
Well, this is the only DLC that the game's getting.
Level, your gear will no longer count to your stats.
Oh, good.
So all your cybernetic stuff is what's going to go towards your stats, which is actually pretty cool because then you can just basically wear what the fuck you want. It's great.
So that looks cool. It does actually look really cool. It makes me actually want to get back on
Cyberpunk. Yeah. It means I can go around rocking the Modoko Kusanagi lookout like I would.
We had City Skylines 2.
Yes. I will get it on PC.
It just looks more City Skylines.
It's City Skylines, but prettier and more.
Yeah.
And I approve that message.
We got Metaphor Refantazio, which is the new Shin Megami Tensei game.
Yes.
It looks very, very good.
It does look very, very good. It looks confusing as hell. So, par for the course for Shin Megami Tensei.
We had Towerborn,
which seemed like a role,
which is done by the studio that did the Banner Saga.
Yes.
Trilogy.
Interesting how that's going to turn out. The basic concept of that is everyone's living in this one windmill, which is a giant tower, and you have to go out and get resources and
you basically expand your
territory
by going out and
doing shit.
It's a 4-player co-op. Yeah, is where you can co-op it.
It's a good
and it looks like it's a beat 'em up.
Yeah, side-scrolling beat 'em up from the looks of it, which would be pretty cool.
We got the Clockwork Revolution as well.
Now, When this was being shown, I literally went, if this isn't Bioshock, the 2K lawyers need to really look at this.
No, I
Dear God.
I was getting Bioshock vibes until the timey-wimey stuff started happening, and I was like, nah, this isn't Bioshock.
Yeah.
As much as Bioshock Infinite did have little bits of timey-wimey, it wasn't part of the gameplay.
Put it this way, right? If someone had told me that was set on Columbia...
Oh, yeah.
I would have not denied. I would have gone, yeah, that clearly.
Yeah, I would have
is,
gone, yeah, of course. Well, of course, it's just
course
DLC. It's Bioshock DLC. Come on.
Of course it's set on Columbia. It's got everything from the fucking rails to
it looks
the
cool,
buildings.
though.
It does look really cool, and it's clearly they clearly are taking a lot of influences from Bioshock and Infinite.
Yeah,
they are clearly taking a lot of them, which is not a bad thing.
I do want to see how because you were able to because that bridge fell and then you were able to rebuild the bridge as if it was like a reverse time.
Yeah.
So I am kind of interested in how that. Now, can I just do that with anything?
I know.
Sort of thing. That's what I'm wondering. But it looks really cool.
It does. It does look really cool. It looks really polished. It looks like really fun for whoever gets to play it.
So Xbox, to be honest with you, Xbox fans have for their first party, they've got a lot to look forward to.
They've actually got some things to look forward to.
Because after they also showed off the new Xbox Series S, which I don't care about.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going to make this point. They went, oh yeah, we're going to release a Series X with more memory. Here's an idea. Philly boy. Philip. How about you make an Xbox which people can then add extra memory to?
Well, I think you can do that with the X.
That isn't Microsoft
own Don't be silly.
Xbox made products, which are usually twice, if not 3 times, the price of something normal you can get from the fucking shelf.
Don't be silly. No, now you just.
This is the reason why I do not like Xbox.
You're asking.
I do not like Xbox because despite Sony's flaws with throughout their thing, the PlayStation 3, if I wanted to expand my hard drive, I just got a laptop hard drive from a fucking PC store and shoved it in. Same with the PlayStation 4. The exact same. All I had to do then was make sure I had the correct option file on a USB stick, and good to go. The fucking PS5 is even easier because I don't even need to take out anything or have any option files. It's just basically, here's where you put your extra terabytes of SSD.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it's a little bit more finicky because you have to have certain standards so that it doesn't fuck up. But if they're getting easier,
technically, it's just screw in. Yeah, take a screw out.
It's
put
getting
a screw in.
easier and easier for you to
add memory,
and it's getting cheaper to buy. Unlike Microsoft, who are literally like, you get what you're given, and if you want more, you have to pay the toll.
Yes.
No, that's why. Why would I willingly go through an options which literally shoehorn me into something that you can arbitrarily set the price on, regardless of what the rest of the market's like? And people wonder why some people don't like Activision Blizzard takeover deal. Which, by the way, the FTC has actually filed a motion now to stop it.
Yeah, so it's us and America now are like, no.
Yeah, the American authorities are like, no, we want this block now.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Which actually, we actually said that was probably going to happen.
The FTC had already stated that they weren't actually in favour of it. So now they're literally going, no, we're now going to try and put the actual brakes on this and kill it dead now.
Yeah.
To which there are some rumours that Microsoft are potentially going to pull the plug.
That'll be fine.
If things don't go instantly their way, potentially.
Well, it won't do.
I know, but I'm like, yes, do it. Just stop focusing on this fucking deal that, one, will not change anything for the better, because you've proven that with Redfall, and it's just taking up time, money, and things, and the only thing that'll happen is if it goes through, is you'll sack a bunch of people.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all that will happen. So
and not the people that needs to be sacked.
No, Bobby Kotick will still be fucking CEO of the Activision Blizzard branch, but anyway.
we also obviously had. You know what? I don't want to talk about it. Starfield.
Yes.
The big Starfield thing. Okay, right.
So,
I think we should just quickly get through this.
Yeah, because let's all be honest. It looks like it basically looks like a No Man's Sky with a different art style
And a story.
Now, No Man's Sky now is a very, very, very good game. It's very fun. It's got a lot of stuff to do, interesting things. So it's not necessarily a bad thing if Starfield just turns out to be another No Man's Sky. However, they showed very little gameplay in that half an hour to an hour of
I'm
thing.
gonna say, right. They showed enough gameplay for me, right? But in my opinion, they didn't show enough good gameplay.
Right. The gameplay they showed is that sort of stuff that's like canned and contained. Like it's a clear, like this is being done in a specific way.
Oh, you mean like Fallout 76 was?
Yeah, like Fallout 76 was. Right? It's been done in a specific way to show off a certain thing. Right?
Oh, actually, before we go on, secondly, this game did not take 25 years. This was not a 25 year in the making. No, that is absolute bollocks.
And
that Todd Howard is lying again,
and he knows it. So anyway, as I was saying, the gameplay we saw was very, very contained, and it was only like in quick bursts. It wasn't like, you know how we saw Spider-Man,
yeah,
and it was from a certain point in the game all the way up to another point in the game, right?
Right.
And it was clearly done in game, and it was someone playing through the game, and they were recording that footage. Or at least it felt like that.
Yeah.
This wasn't that. This wasn't.
Oh no!
It was clearly clips of different bits of gameplay that is suitable for what they want to show.
Yeah.
And after the likes of Cyberpunk and Redfall and all the other disappointments, that to me is a very big red flag now, because it's like they're not trusting enough in the game to actually just sit down and for 20 minutes
just
play the game.
Yeah. Well, no, this was a deep dive, mate. Did you not know that? It was a deep dive.
Right? Yeah, I know, but my point being is like everything was very, very contained and controlled.
Yeah.
Which, yes, I understand that's pretty much how Bethesda does it anyway, but considering the fact that the last few games from either Bethesda's own stuff in Fallout 76 or their own studios like Redfall and Wolfenstein, Youngbloods, they really needed to... I really wanted to see a game basically a good, solid set of time following what a person at Bethesda Studios just sat down and played with it. And I know Todd said, "Oh yeah, I'm playing it on my Xbox Series X." Todd, you could tell me you have $10 on you. I still wouldn't believe you.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe Todd with anything. Just anything. You're just a liar, mate.
So, and they've now announced that Starfield's going to be on console 30 frames per second. There's a part of me that's going, well, yes, the amount of stuff that is going to be loaded into that game, I can understand why you want to lock it at 30 frames per second. But this is following a very similar pattern to other Xbox release games that have come out and have not been in a good state and have not been very good.
No.
And I'm worried. I want to be... I'll put it out here right now. I want to be wrong. I want to be miles wrong. Starfield is the type of game that is literally my jam. I lets me go out in a small little ship in a Corvette and go across the stars and do whatever the fuck I want.
And to be fair to it, the actual ship stuff.
Yes, the ship looks really cool. Like the very fact that you can just design. Like I want to know how well the ship designer is. Like how creative can I get? Because there was some that were going, yeah, I made mine based on the platypus, and I'm like, okay. I can see where you're getting here.
You failed to put a hat on that platypus, though.
Yes, they did. Again, if you get that reference, you can get a cookie.
Yeah, you get a cookie with that one.
But
To which, actually, you know what, Jay? I don't even care.
How crazy can I go with the ship design? Can I go something like as crazy as like the isometric Breen ships in?
I want to know. Can I build my cube from Kingdom Hearts?
Oh, just the one full of guns and
just a cube and just full of guns everywhere.
Guns and engines.
Yeah. Can I build that? That's my question.
Probably.
My one-man cube. That's all I want.
I mean, the ship customization looked really interesting, considering that there does seem to you can go from like as small as a fighter to as big as a Corvette.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. But I'm like, okay, so if I want to have 25 missile launchers, will you let me do that?
That is a good question.
Like,
I didn't actually. Did you see anything to do with weapons on the ships?
Yeah, there's like an upgrade system and all that.
Yeah, I know, but like I didn't see anywhere. I was like, oh, you wanted to add more guns.
Right. Basically, there's two modes in the creative. That you can either just pick the weapons and upgrade them or change them, right? Or add more weapons, or you can literally just design a ship from scratch.
Oh, I must have missed that. Well, I knew about that. You can design a ship from scratch.
Yeah.
I must have missed the other one. I think so. Yeah, like I said, first off, I think they showed enough gameplay, but they didn't show enough good gameplay.
Yeah.
Because like
the combat did not
I've said, like I'm not really big on space games.
Yeah.
I'm not big on like going up into space and flying around. I would much prefer if I say it's so like with No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Like when we play No Man's Sky, you drive
I'll
the ship.
fly the ship and you.
I just get off on the planet and I'll run around and
do shit.
Like that's my thing. I like doing that because I like exploring. I don't like because like the minute I saw that space fucking port thing where you can build a space thing for yourself. Yeah. The minute I saw that, I was like, yeah, you're gonna fucking chain me to it. You're gonna give me a giant universe to explore, and you're gonna chain me to one fucking spot.
Yeah, that's another thing that I'm concerned about is if I decide to make a base of operations on a desolate moon. No one should attack it, but on the off chance that someone would attack it, I would have that brim to basically the maximum amount of defenses possible. It would literally be like a enemy force comes to attack it. They look at it and go, we'll just bypass that.
No, we're just gonna leave it.
We're just gonna leave it.
Yeah,
it's just not worth.
It's not. The planet's not worth it.
The entire planet is not worth the amount of losses we'll take trying to fucking get rid of that.
But the gameplay on the ground kind of just looked like Fallout 76.
Yeah.
And I was a bit like, maybe not for me.
Yeah. I am worried though that with the multiple outposts that you're going to be allowed to build, I am worried that it's going to be like Fallout 4 where it's literally like in the middle of something. Your base is under attack. Fuck off.
I'm telling you, it's going to be that. You're gonna
No, Bethesda. No, you have time. If you have put that in the game, you have time to take it out. Go do it.
Yeah, you've got plenty of time.
Don't do that. I want bases of operations as launch points for me to go further on exploring, not as a constantly teleporting back to defend place.
I'm not gonna lie, the character models were not.
It's the creation engine, which is another problem.
Yeah.
The creation engine is old.
Yeah.
They keep saying, "Oh, it's an upgraded creation engine."
I feel like their way of
a Rolls-Royce 4-litre V4 engine upgraded is still a V4 engine. There's only so much you can get out of it.
I feel like their way of upgrading their engine, right, is basically just getting like some duct tape and maybe a fork and just sticking it to it. It's now upgraded. How? Well, now you can eat food with it. That's an upgrade.
It is literally like after Fallout 76, after the debacle of the launch of Fallout 76, right? Even though that was the B team, a smaller team that was given too much to do under such a short time scale, that it was inevitably going to be an absolute
And they
shit
had
show
no
to
idea
watch.
what they were doing.
Yeah, because they were all like, it was a new team. They
Yeah.
were literally learning as they were going. Even though, like, it was clear and obvious that the Creation Engine had gone, like, it's gone as far as it can go. You
Yeah.
need... Hell, I don't mind if you call it the Creation Engine 2.0. I don't care. Just make a new one. Either make a new one or use Unreal 5 or whatever else you want to use. Hell, if you can somehow get Konami to let you, use the fucking Fox engine. Because they're not using it. They're not using it. I mean, granted, they'll probably be used for the Metal Gear Solid Delta, but still.
Oh, it's going to be getting used for Silent Hill, man.
The Creation Engine is just old and no longer... It's needs to be replaced.
Yeah.
And that's another of my other worry is, like, the Creation Engine has always been known to have bugs.
Bad bugs.
Sometimes game-breaking bugs. And I'm like... And it's like, you really, really need this one to be... Like, Xbox really needs this to do well.
Mm.
It really needs this to be a really good game. And I hope it is. For reasons I've already stated plenty of times. I really do hope it is a good game. But I'm just that... There's a lot of worry and red flags I see with this game. And I want to be wrong.
I've got my fingers crossed.
I've got my fingers, my toes, everything crossed that I am wrong.
Yeah.
But there's the part of me that has played Fallout 4, Fallout 76, Skyrim, Oblivion.
Still their best game.
And all the bugs that have come from every single game. The fact that, like, Skyrim had a bug where if you went underwater, it crashed the game, and there was a mission. There was a quest.
Oh yeah, I was stuck in it.
There was a quest which involved you having to go underwater.
Yeah, I was stuck in it. I was stuck in a
Like the
temple.
hard lock to hard, and they didn't fix it. So I'm really, really worried. And they've said, "Oh, this is the least buggiest game." It's not a high bar
Yeah, it's not really.
to be the least buggiest.
I like how
Bethesda
that's a selling point for them. It's the least buggiest game. Well, yes, that's like bare minimum.
Yeah, and it's it's open world. There will be
There will be bugs.
because it's an open world game, and like the only way you can stop any bugs from appearing in those is literally combing every pixel in that game, which is an impossibility. So yeah, I'm worried. I'm optimistic. I can see why people are excited, but I'm also very, very worried because they're not dealing with my concerns.
Yeah,
They were actively avoiding them.
I can see that.
They're avoiding my concerns, and I'm like, you really need to deal with these.
Right. So we're going to move on now
To Ubisoft.
to Ubisoft. Right, this is going to be a quick fire round because I generally don't care.
They're all Ubisoft games, so we all know what they're going to be.
Right, so first off, looked pretty good. We got some Avatar Frontiers of Pandora actual gameplay. I like the idea that I can just jump on any animal and
Although I'll admit it also, it just looks like Far Cry as well.
Yeah.
It's Pandora Far Cry.
Yeah, I like the idea that I can jump onto like Pandora's version of Saber Tooth Tiger.
I was talking to someone at work, and he was watching the trailer for it, and he said that he went, I recognise that animation. That's the Far Cry bow animation.
Oh yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
So it's
We got they had a X Defiant, which is that hero shooter Tom Clancy game.
should not have the words Tom Clancy anywhere near this fucking
and
game.
they basically had. I don't understand how they've had like what did they say? They had 1.5 million people or
In a closed beta.
In a closed beta.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
I mean, they may have had
what? You did an NDA on 1.5 million people,
Yeah, no,
and you managed to keep them all silent because I completely forgot about this game.
I thought they'd cancelled it. Look, here's the thing. X Defiant would be an amazing game. It's just not a Tom Clancy game. It's not a Tom Clancy game. Like, Tom Clancy's not about high action packed shooty bang bang. They're not Michael Bay films. Tom Clancy's books are all about politicking, backroom espionage, and really, tense, atmospheric shit. Look, just go watch A Few Good Men and Hunt for Red October. That is the epitome of
Tom Clancy.
And I'm really digressing here.
Yeah. Anyway, going back, we got a trailer for Captain Laserhawk, which is a Blood Dragon thing. It's a TV series coming to Netflix. Not really bothered. We got the Division Resurgence, which is just the Division. I like the Division. I do like the Division.
Yes.
I think the Division is a game that like Ubisoft just does not show the love it deserves. In my opinion.
No, because it doesn't. They haven't been able to monetize it the way they wanted to.
Yeah,
that's
very true. We got a live performance of Skull and Bones, and I'm telling you right now, this is an entire game based on a mini game.
Yes.
In Assassin's Creed 3. And then Black Flag.
Black Flag, yeah.
Okay, but Black Flag only came about because of Assassin's Creed 3.
Yes.
Because of the boat thing.
Yes.
And like I said with Black Flag, that gameplay works as a mini game. It's good. But to expect me to do an entire game
based on
just on that,
yeah,
like no, just no. Honestly, in my honest opinion, the best thing about Black Flag was the sea shanties.
Yes, they had no right to be as good as they were.
Yeah, they were great. But yeah, we had a live performance of some song from Skull and Bones.
No actual gameplay.
No actual.
For a game that's been in development hell for years now.
Yeah, but apparently they're still doing it. We got Roller Champions. They're gonna get a Jet Set Radio event, which is pretty cool. I'm literally like, wait, you're still going? Yeah. Riders Republic is getting. You can now skateboard.
Yeah, it's getting a skate
add-on.
Skate add-on. Congratulations.
Master Chief and the Arbiter is coming to Brawlhalla. Then we had a whole thing about the Crew Motorfest, and this just goes back into my point before of racing games just maybe taking up a little bit too much time on these things.
They were talking about it's in Hawaii. Didn't get to actually see any gameplay.
Oh, no. A game that's outside of the US. Hawaii. Honolulu. To be exact.
I mean, granted, he did say the mainland, which is technically correct. However, last time I checked, the 50th state of the United States of America is Hawaii. Despite its Union Jack in the top right corner.
We then got Assassin's Creed Nexus, which is the VR Assassin's Creed, to which I just don't care.
I mean, to be perfectly honest,
they didn't even show any gameplay of it.
No,
so
it was just a proof of concept trailer. That was it.
We then got the actual gameplay of Assassin's Creed Jade, which is the mobile game that's set in China.
Yeah, and I'm like, you finally set a game in China and you make it a mobile game. What is wrong with you?
At least it's not Three Kingdoms. At least it's not actually set in the Three Kingdoms. It's set in Terracotta Army sort of time.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, I was like, there were plenty of times. There's not just the Three Kingdoms. There's plenty of times where like a lot of like interesting shit happens.
Oh yeah, I know, but like my favorite point. My favourite thing is the Three Kingdoms.
Yeah, it's like Sengoku Jidai.
Yeah, that's my favourite part. At least it's there. We then got a big gameplay trailer for Assassin's Creed Mirage. This is another thing of we didn't need to see this much. You'd already shown us quite a fair bit.
It plays like old school Assassin's Creed. They showed off one new ability, which was the multiple kill teleport shit.
Which was really cool.
Don't know how the hell it works, but
it's fine. Moving on, and then we got the Star Wars Outlaws official gameplay walkthrough, and it just looks like it's just a Ubisoft game. Like I'm telling you right now, it's just we go into space though.
Yes, with what looked like the most boring space combat I've seen in a long while.
But yeah, that like I said, this was we're doing a quick fire of the Ubisoft one because there's nothing in there other than maybe Mirage that I honestly gave a shit about.
And even then, we knew what Mirage was going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, they did a zoom out of Baghdad, which is the place you're going to be. It looked really cool.
Yeah, it looks nice. Looks good. But yeah, the Ubisoft one was all right. There was nothing. The Star Wars Outlaws game, in my opinion, it didn't really show me anything that I didn't think was going to be in it.
I loved how you kept going on about it. If we're on a fucking desert planet.
Yeah.
And it started the trailer started on a desert planet.
Yeah.
Because that's what the Outer Rim is. It's just desert planets. Did you
I'm
not know
sick
that?
to
Did you not know that?
fucking death.
Did you not know that the entirety of the Outer Rim in Star Wars is just desert planet after desert
It's just
planet?
a different version of Tatooine.
Yeah, it's just a different version of Tatooine.
Even so much as even the dive bars look exactly the same.
Which is one thing about Jedi Survivor. The bar on the first planet you're on
Doesn't
look like that. It doesn't look dark and cringy like a whole bunch of people hiding from the fucking authorities and bounty hunters go there. It's like, no, this is just a bar for the locals. That's all it is. And the guy who owns it wants it to look nice.
The clearly mascot is kind of cute.
It is. It's cute in an ugly way, but it's still cute.
It looks cute.
I mean, it's no. Do you remember The Last Jedi? That crystalline.
Oh,
fox.
the fox thing. Yeah, no,
it's not one of those.
No.
It's no one of those. But like, do you know what? I'm surprised Disney did not bring out cuddlies of those.
Cuddlies or little models of them.
Yeah, because my God, they would have literally just printed money.
Oh yeah.
Because they were.
Yeah, but they decided that the little fluffy bird thing that was.
They could have done both.
They could have. But
they could have done both.
Yeah, but we're talking about Disney and especially Disney Star Wars.
Yes, doing the smart thing is not. Actually,
we're going to take the stupid option.
Yeah, we're going to take the stupid, dumb, and costly, and the option that when in hindsight we look at it and go, well, we should have done that other thing. That other thing made much more sense.
Yeah. I'm interested in what exactly did she do to get such a big bounty on her?
I know, because they said about she's got a massive bounty on her from the Empire, and I'm like, okay, so what the fuck has she done for the Empire to want to put a bounty on her? And the only thing we've seen is she held a gun to an Imperial intelligence officer, which I'm like, it's the Outer Rim. The intelligence officer would be surprised if she didn't pull a gun.
Exactly.
What the are you? Makes sense. This is the Galactic Empire.
It's gonna be something stupid like, I don't know, I swear to God, actually I've just thought about it. If she's like an ex-stormtrooper, I swear to fucking God.
She's not going to be.
If she ends up being some sort of ex-Empire thing, and she did something, I don't know, like she.
She's not going to
be. It would be Ubisoft to be like, you know the Rogue One. She was on the inside. She pressed the button to give them the thing.
Yeah, but the problem
would be Ubisoft to do that.
Yeah, but the problem is that doesn't make sense in the timeline because Rogue One instantly jumps into A New Hope. So that doesn't work. Like, this has to be pre-Rogue One.
Yeah, I know. But I'm talking about Ubisoft. We're talking about Ubisoft here.
Oh, I know that. I know that they don't have to actually make actual sense.
It won't make any fucking sense. I'm trying to think, was there anything else that I liked?
To be honest, this Summer's Games Fest has been I'm not going to say disappointing. It's just been a bit underwhelming.
I think, because for me personally, there hasn't been anything for me to get massively hyped about. So I've actually quite enjoyed the Summer Games Fest.
Yeah.
There hasn't been anything that's disappointed me.
I think it's because we've got the stuff that's coming out now. That's the stuff that's been developed during COVID, and now we should be starting to get the stuff that they've started work on.
Yeah.
After COVID.
Aye. So, all in all, I've been quite happy. I think the Xbox Showcase was really good. There was a lot of.
I would say it's at least as good as the Sony.
Yeah, I'd say they're on par. I wouldn't say it was like a gigantic win.
Oh no!
Like some people are saying. I don't understand that because, yeah, okay, there was Fable and there was other games, but you didn't actually see anything of them.
No, you got proof of concept.
You got a reveal trailer.
Yeah.
Really. And that's it. But anyway, I think we'll end it there.
Yeah.
That's a good
We've talked on and off about it.
So yeah, I do hope you've enjoyed this chat.
Yeah, if there's anything that's happened during the Summer Games Fest, because we've not even covered the was it PC Gamer?
We haven't covered the Future Game Show, the PC Game Show, or the Devolver Digital.
Yeah, or OTK's.
Or OTK's thing.
Yeah, we have not covered those
And there's a
because
reason why I haven't, because this is long enough as it is.
yeah, we're 2 hours now.
Yeah, we're stopping there.
We're not going to do a 5-hour video. Sorry, not going to happen.
If this was a live stream, I probably would do it.
Yeah, we probably would, but if we were live streaming, we'd probably be reacting on the actual streams.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So, anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed this chat, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye now.
Good odds.